ladies, gentlemen, and friends from beyond the binary. Happy Pride, and also welcome to the stream. What is going on with the lighting? Did you see that? I'm so sorry. I don't know what's causing that. Hello. Welcome. It is lovely to see you all. Hopefully you're well today. I've arrived in pretty good time, I would say. Normally I get here way before the end, but we're pretty close to being caught up here. How are we all? Welcome. The music is a little bit quiet. Yeah, I can turn it up a touch for you. There you go. How are we, everybody? Happy Friday. Lovely to see you. Happy Pride indeed. Yes, be prideful. Be gay indeed. Nice is all good. You guys just need your ears checked. Gay month. Gay month. I'm finally able to attend these streams again. Happy Pride. Welcome on in, Skullforge. How are you? Whoa, it's the guy. Hello, Hellbinding. Welcome. Meg, hello there. Mr. Gabs, hello. I'm on holiday this weekend. Very nice. Very, very nice. I am not. I was on holiday last weekend. Wait, was I? No. Yes? No. I was back last weekend. It's been 2 weeks. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's insane. Warframe dev stream in 8 hours for Summer Games Fest. For those who don't know, at Summer Games Fest later today, if you tune in for 30 minutes, you too can unlock the greatest Warframe in all of Warframe. There he is. We're hopefully, if I've done this correctly, we're going to slowly pan down towards him. Not Mirage or Ureli. No, no, no. Dante. Dante is the best. And look, he's got his Rubico Prime. Isn't that cool? Wow, amazing. Oh, well, Trey, lovely to see you. Watched since the first Warframe stream, first time interacting. Nice to be here. Trey, it's lovely to have you here. A. Vandenbroek, hello there. Hi, Andy. First time catching a stream after watching your entire Warframe lore playthrough. Thank you for everything you've done for the Warframe community. Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much for the kind words. It boggles my mind because I kid you not, nearly every day, I'd say every day, but that feels a bit egotistical. But nearly every day, I get a bunch of new comments on various videos in that Warframe playlist, talking about how much people are enjoying. Oh, the music's getting really intense. Whoa, bloody hell. Yeah, sorry. How much they're enjoying the playthrough, and it's just like, oh well. This is like half a year old now. I'm glad people are still finding it and are still enjoying it. So yeah, it's awesome. And of course, there will be a brand new episode in my Warframe playthrough in 2 weeks when Jade Shadows Constellations is released. Yeah. Really, really looking forward to that. I'm an Orion boy. And I know yesterday during prime time, Zach declared that he's a Sirius boy. So I'm officially declaring war against Zach for being a Sirius fan. I'm all aboard the Orion train. It's war, all out war between myself and Zach. Yeah. No, I cannot wait. Genuinely cannot wait. I think it's going to be a really good patch. You finished Jade Shadows last night. Ben, how you feeling? How you feeling, buddy? I had to laugh because during prime time yesterday, Zach and Charlie were like, hey guys, get cozy, get comfortable. This is the quest I can't do that with, I'm afraid. It's still, because I replayed it about 2 weeks ago just to make some additional notes, and I kid you not, I still wept. It hits. So good. Cat, hello there. Divvy, hello there. Welcome. Dislike Noodles, hello. Skullforge, V6, welcome. Let's go. Join us. Maybe we'll do a poll later just to sort of figure out where people fell on the old Sirius or Orion bandwagon. Good morning. I've told Zach now that you've declared war. Bring it on, is what I say. Bring it on. Streamer has a different opinion to me. I will now immediately write a forum post and complain to the authorities. Orion is the best. Yes, Cat. Good stuff. I know I chose Sirius because of Snape. What gets me every time is the poem thing near Teshin. Oh. Like, I don't know. correct me if I'm wrong, does anything in the game point you towards visiting Teshin and finding the memory feathers? I kid you not. I think they are almost as important, if not more important, than the actual quest itself. I really wish there was better signposting to say, hey, go see Teshin, because those memory feathers, they are like, they're so good. Like, there's so much story in there. There will be, I'm hoping it'll be next week, but if you keep your eyes peeled on your YouTube subscription boxes, I'm planning to upload a short lore recap of everything you need to know about Soren, about Jade Shadows, and I'm gonna try and be as thorough as possible. What's this about a war, eh? Oh my god, it's Warframe. It's Warframe themselves. Zach, was it you yesterday who posted in the Warframe chat like 2 minutes into prime time? And you said something like, hi, it is me, Warframe. That really tickled me. I picked Sirius when I did the quest because it honored Jade. Well, you're wrong. Sorry. I chose Sirius. I didn't find out about the feathers until your Jade Shadows video. Yeah, they're really good. Really, really good stuff. If you've not found them, I know we directed Ben in the Discord last night after he beat Jade Shadows. But if you've not had a chance to visit, go and take a look. There is also, and maybe we can look at it today, there is a page on the Warframe website, which I think predates Jade Shadows by a couple of weeks and was meant to be a bit of a teaser for Jade Shadows. And there is a conversation you can read between Hunhao and the Stalker, Soren. And it's really good. And I only discovered this about 2 weeks ago. So maybe we'll read through that together as another way to prepare ourselves for constellations. So yeah, and yes, of course, free stuff on the Warframe website. We'll go over that in a minute, actually, for people who don't know, but you can get some phenomenal color palettes, especially, not to show my bias for Orion, but Orion's palette is sick. It's so good. Like, if I didn't play the game, that one palette would probably do me. Like, you've got the blacks in there, you've got the reds, you got the gold. That's all you need. That's all you need. Hunhao being super verbose and the Stalker just being like, no, one-word answers. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? Keith, hello there. I still recall when Andy was like, next week we'll do some light side content like Jade Shadows. I was like, yeah, sure. Light. If only I knew her. I saw you mention we might do some video reacts today. No clip doc time? Yeah, we could do that. We could give that a go. Yeah, I'm down to watch some videos. Give it a go? Yeah, sure, why not? Why am I surrounded by Orion heads? Are y'all are Vena freaks, aren't you? Disgusting affectionate? No, not at all. Not at all. My favorite color's red, again, if you couldn't tell, so. A. Vandenbroek, hello there again. Are you going to TennoCon this year? I remember you bringing it up in your Tenno concert video, but I don't remember what you said. I'll be going. And I am now fully riding the wave of excitement. I've been very vocal about sharing my battle with agoraphobia, panic attacks, traveling, etc. TennoCon! Yes! I can't believe it's like a month away. I was saying yesterday that I've booked my hotel for the airport because I'm going to drive down the night before, stay at a hotel, roll out of bed at like 5 a.m. and go and wait and just like prepare myself. So yeah, I am so excited. A month away, guys. Like, I can't even think about it too much because I genuinely feel like a kid at Christmas, like knowing Christmas is a month away. It's just, and it's wild to think that even a year ago I hadn't played Warframe. Isn't that something crazy? That's wild. It's completely taken over my life. I hope you have a lot of funds. Well, I'm gonna see what I can do. I'm gonna try and scrape some pennies together, and that isn't, you know, reverse psychology to ask you guys to help me out here. I'll find a way to make sure if I want to get some merch, I'll be able to pick some up. I will say I'm very jealous of anyone who's able to go to the Arc 8 pop-up in Los Angeles, which is that no, I know it's to do with Summer Games Fest. Is it today? Tomorrow? This weekend? Arc 8 are doing a pop-up where you can go and get some really cool Warframe merch, like some really cool stuff. And I believe, please do correct me if I'm wrong, I believe you can even get some of it customized with like your handle and stuff. Like you can get them to print things on it. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I saw that. And again, I was very jealous on account of me living halfway across the world. I'm gonna have to do a TennoCon here soon. I had a Tenno VIP in Vegas once a few years back. The Tenno VIPs look really cool. I hope they come over to the UK at some point. Even though, you know, I'm thankfully going to TennoCon, I still would love to go somewhere a bit more local, you know, in the future. And then maybe I can meet up with a bunch of you. I know we've got a lot of UK members of my community, and of course I've now met many others who are part of the Warframe community, and it'd be really cool to be able to, you know, meet up and hang out and stuff. Yeah, so that could be fun. That could be fun. That was a fun one. Hello there, Alphabet Soup. I'm happy I have my Clem plushie. Oh, they're currently doing these Kaith plushies, which look really cool. Really, really cool. I will say now, if they ever do one of those, I might have it in my notes actually. Hold on. I can't remember what notes we were looking at, but it was when we were playing a week or so ago. No. I was making notes, and we were looking at the Ivara statue that they released. And for the life of me, I don't know where I saved it in my notes. Never mind. But they do statues of different frames and stuff. And if they ever do one for Dante, well, I've got 2 kidneys still, so I'll sell one of those, and yeah, I'll pick one up. So yeah, gonna turn my Sirius and Orion into Mario and Luigi. I've never read anything as cursed as that, Keith. You do you. I can't wait to run into you on the plains of Eidolon at some point. Oh dear. Beth is the one responsible for TennoCon. I would kneel and pledge myself to you now, Beth, if I could. I cannot wait to see what's being cooked up. And presumably, I'll see you there. I'll see you there. Jaheim, thank you very much for the incredibly generous 10 gift subs to Name Steve, Monarch Flies, The Gage, Missile Mage, Rumika, Lala Aria, Vintage CEO, Widescreen John, Trees B, and Clacy. Welcome on in, everybody. Courtesy of the one and only Jaheim. For those who weren't here yesterday, I'm gonna mention this again because Kat, I did think about it. Kat was saying that maybe, well, she was imagining that maybe she would have to fly over to Heathrow in order to aid me in traveling because of my own stories and, you know, my own sharing of my agoraphobia. And Kat, that was so sweet of you to, you know, potentially offer that. Yeah. I don't know if John is here, but I am familiar with John through the Warframe Discord. Apologies, John, that I maybe haven't seen any of your content. I'm really sorry. I'm still trying to sort of put my feelers out to see what's going on in the Warframe content creation space. But yeah, it's been, guys, the Warframe official Discord is so sweet. And yeah, just getting to see the work of other creators. There are so many people who are Captura artists who produce some bloody phenomenal work. Like, really cool. Meg, I'm glad I can be, and seriously, you'll get there. You'll get there. I promise you. Because I never thought, like, a year ago, if you said, oh, you're gonna get on a plane and fly halfway around the world by yourself, I would have been like, nah, not in a million years, not for £1 million, and here we are. So Yeah, it's insane, isn't it? McMuttons, hey, thank you very much for the very generous 10 as well to Esoteric, Glasserin, Arcane Orb, Zanail, Pint-Sized Phoenix, Governor, Wolf Ruler, 077, Akshar, Gamba, and Ryuka. Welcome on in. Lovely to see you all. Hello, Andy. Hello there, the gaming floofy snake. Lovely to see you. Luke, I've got my alerts currently Luke and Kat, I've got my alerts disabled so I can chat. Stop supporting me. Luke, thank you for welcoming on in. Jindy85, Shame is me. Haru Geo, the only tit. Great name. Singular Purpose, or Porpoise. Love the name. And Kat, thank you for the very generous 10 to Raltus, Rodrigo, Psydragon, Misty Rosie, Minnesota, Nice, Magically Mia, Von Dutchington, Dip TM, Erosivi? Maybe? And Just an Alright Gamer. Welcome on in. And Lemon, thank you for the 5. To The Real Riley Freeman, Hey Anima, Blue Karma, Dream State 42, and Alphabet Soup. Welcome on in. And guys, stop it. Stop being generous. Let me just talk to you about Warframe and the fact that you can get Dante for free if you watch 30 minutes of Summer Games Fest later today. Jaheim, thank you for welcoming on in. Norpal, Tylo, Kasenigal, Eremos, Roxy Lynn, Dexter, The Art Guy Zero, Delith, Grizz 007, and Inflictor. Welcome on in. Pindoria, hello, how are you doing today? Happy Friday, everybody, and once again, happy Pride. It is lovely to be here amongst such a wonderful, amazing bunch of people. Risque! Guys, this is not reverse psychology. You're not, when I say stop, I'm not saying keep going. I'm saying stop it. Oh, dear. Risque, thank you for welcoming on in. Bloody hell. Kazis, Divi, Carl Me 7 or Carl Me Z, the Warrior Cat, Barnalas, Thane Thorson, Hungerbane, Spirit Ring, Dr. Shoko, Camino, and Quantum Storm. Thank you for the 5. 2. Brown Recluse, Sugo is Sniper, Tabby, Stearns and Dr. Derp, an Alchemist for the 5 to Unamessa, A. Vandenbroek, Nailus Prime, Kaelin, and Llama Tarasu, which I believe is a mixture of llama and the protagonist of Okami, a game I've never played. Welcome on in, lovely to see you. And Durthon, thank you for the 39 months. Blimey, guys. Thank you very much. That is incredibly kind of you. I really, really appreciate it. There's one thing I wanted to quickly mention to Zach before he maybe runs away. He may have already run away. Zach mentioned that he's gotten into opening Pokemon packs and he's got a binder. And I really want to see what is inside Zach's Pokemon binder because I have a Pokemon binder. Hold on. Let me grab mine. One sec. Okay, I'm back. Let me go big cam. I say recently, within the past year, picked up the hobby again because I went to my local game store and they did Pokemon, right? And and I'm collecting these guys, Armarouge and Cerulege, because I think they look sick. So, hold on. On the first page, we've got Charcadet. There he is. This is not working well. Let me move my mic. Where are we? And then look, I've got like a double page spread of just Charcadet. And it's like all of them. Because they're like pennies, right? Like I thought, well, I really like this Pokemon and I'll try and collect them. And I just go to my LGS every now and then and say, hey, got any Charcadets in that I can get? And they're like, oh, it's like 5p. Which is like, what, 10 cents or something or whatever. So, yeah. And it's been super fun collecting them all. Let me pull out a couple of my favorites, trying not to spill any of these drinks on my desk. Like I got this cool one. Look, this is Armarouge. Isn't that cool? Like, look how sick that is. Like, this was like £2. Isn't that nice? Like, I collected Pokemon cards as a kid, and I've got my original binder over there with base set and stuff, and God, it's been weirdly quite cathartic to just collect Pokemon cards, you know? This is my favorite one, though. This is my favorite of this little set that I've got here. Ceruledge. And yeah, as I said, I'm just sort of collecting them. Oh, and I got this Japanese one, which they've got like a proper display cabinet. But this is a Japanese-only Ceruledge. And he's like jumping across the city. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Sugoi. Yeah, but no, it's God, I can't get it back in the folder now. There you go, it's in. But no, I've really enjoyed just focusing on like one Pokemon to collect, because it's less overwhelming to just focus on one Pokemon. You know? Antihistamine, welcome. What a great name. That's me, but with Turtwig. Does anyone else here collect like Pokemon cards or anything? Like I really enjoy it. It's I've not done this one, like collected any in a while, but the fact that like you can just like focus on one and it's relatively cheap. So yeah. I got a Turtwig full art from the London card show. Oh shit. I have a collection from my childhood. I had a binge of collecting Pokemon cards during COVID. Yeah, I thought, it'd be fun to get back into it, but if you wanted to try and like buy a Pokemon pack right now, it's difficult because there's just so much demand for them. But thankfully, I live in the middle of nowhere, and my LGS, when they get stock in, allow you to kind of go in and say, oh, can I get an order in for like a box of this or a pack of that or whatever? I don't really collect them. I thought I brought a Jolteon tin because Jolteon is baby though. I think it's nice to focus on like one of your favorites, because again, you can get them really, well, relatively quite cheap. Like even some vintage cards from 20, 30 years ago, you can get for as cheap as like 10, 20p or something. Like if you wanted to go out and collect every single Charmander, like you could do that. And I think it's quite visually satisfying, like watching your binder slowly fill up with the same Pokemon. But yeah. I collect Tamagotchis. Oh, cat named V. You're taking me back now. Tamagotchis on the playground in primary school, which in the UK would have been ages 5 through 9, maybe? Yeah. I love my Tamagotchi. And I did see in HMV the other day, they were selling like legit Tamagotchis. And I was, oh my God, my son might have a Tamagotchi. So yeah. Llama, hello. Hi, Andy. I've been really enjoying your playthroughs and streams. It makes me happy to see your enthusiasm to Warframe and the community. Keep being you. Thank you, Llama. I did very kindly have a tweet forwarded to me earlier today where someone on Twitter was asking for recommendations for people to watch, and there was some very nice comments about your boy here, which, yeah, it's just insane to me. So I'm glad people are still enjoying what I'm putting out there. This may sound weird, but I completely went cold to collecting stuff because it was becoming a problem, so no, not anymore. I don't think it's weird. Pandoria. I think that's fair. It depends on I think you gotta have a good relationship with it, right? OG. Oh! Cat, don't bring up Neopets, because I will go on a huge tangent. A massive tangent. Goodbye, Warframe, who is definitely not Zach. Goodbye. Have a lovely day. I have often waxed lyrical about Neopets. I had a Gellert, which was named after my childhood dog, and I loved him so much. It was so good. I love Neopets. Mirka Chase, anyone? Like just playing like the legally distinct snake. So good. So good. Is any one of those Pokemon people who tackle kids on the aisles to No, I'm not, Tubbsy. I've seen those clips though. I have seen those clips. Belatedly, Norpal, thank you very much for the 3 gifted to Lazarev, Kidlis, Reed 278, and that's it. I can't count apparently. Thank you, Norpal. Thank you very much. Alex Ware, welcome on in. Lovely to see you as well. How are you? Thank you, Makerslay, for gifting that sub to Warframe. Yeah. You've been rambling that long that Warframe left your Warframe stream. I have a talent. I have a gift. What can I say? What can I say? I had a pet rock and it died. I don't say that. Good morning all and happy Free Dante Day. Can you believe it's here? Free Dante Day. I wonder if they'll do any, like, I'm guessing there'll be a Warframe segment during SGF. I don't know if they've announced or confirmed anything, but I imagine there'll be a trailer for Constellations. Like, how cool would it be for them to show the animation at SGF? I think that would really pull people in, because the animation is incredible, and I mean, it would get me to play if I weren't already playing. So, Crafty Cabbage Gaming, welcome on in. Thank you for the 5 months. How are you today? Andy, how do you get the free Dante? Tell the people. You got to watch SGF for half an hour. That's it. SGF, Summer Games Fest. It's in like 8 hours, so yeah. I wonder how they'll hype up the update for non-Warframers. Well, I think that's what's nice about the animation is, yeah, it does kind of spoil, you know, Jade Shadows for people. But it's not like the core story, if you know what I mean. It's not like spoiling the new war for somebody, right? So it's a you know, a necessary evil, I suppose, to get people interested. So yeah, true, Alex. True, that you make a very good point. Is it really a spoiler if you lack the context? True. If they show the animation, then I don't think so. I think you're right. I don't think it would spoil, unless you are really perceptive. And like you clock, hold on, wait a second. That's Hunhow. Could this be related? You know, so. But yeah, as soon as you've got the context, you'll know. But just the Soulframe trailer and the pre-show, I think it's way too expensive to be in the show. For those who play Soulframe, I will play Warframe in just a second. My dad has started playing Soulframe, and he tried to talk to me about it. I said, Dad, I've not played yet. Don't spoil me. But he's having a lot of fun. He's really enjoying it. Yeah. He's retired now, so he's got all the time in the world. But yeah, I can read the message he sent me again if I go onto Discord. Where is it? Where is it? Around here somewhere. Hi, son. He used my name. He didn't call me son. I was given a key to try Soulframe. Been playing it for the last hour or so, comma, it's really nice. I said, you've played more than I have. I'm waiting for the 1.0 release, I think. He put back, it might be my next game after I'm done with Elder Scrolls. Still need to work out a few things, but the exploring I've done tonight and the boss fight I had was a lot of fun. Awesome graphics. I think I'm playing Prelude? Is that right? Prelude's 14.5 question mark? And I put, I've not got a clue, Dad. I'm just glad you're having fun. Like, I've got no idea. I've got no idea. But yeah, he's really enjoying it. But yeah, he's ahead of the curve in comparison to me. So yeah, my dad got me into games, PC gaming especially, because he worked in IT, so he built me a computer when I was a wee bab. And yeah, we used to play World of Warcraft together. For anyone who plays WoW, to give you some sort of idea as to my dad's pedigree here, he has the Black Proto Drake and the Immortal title in the World of Warcraft. He's pretty good. He's pretty cool. Yeah, what a cool dad. I am 100% going to be screenshotting this and sending it to him later. So he'll be very happy. He'll be very happy. But yeah, we used to play together and it was great. So the exploring in Soulframe is so good. It's the one of those things that just sucked me in completely. Well, I'm going to be seeing my first real bit of what you call it, Soulframe at TennoCon. I've managed to avoid any and all footage, but they do have a Soulframe dev stream planned at TennoCon. I mean, while I'm there, I've got to watch it. I'm not going to leave, am I? That'd be really rude. You know, Steve comes out on stage and he's like, hey guys, welcome. Welcome to the Soulframe dev stream. Where are you going, young man? Sorry, mate. I'm waiting for 1.0. I'm out of here. I'm going to have to watch it, so yeah. Your dad is damn cool. Did he help you start out when playing WoW? I literally told the story like a couple days ago, so sorry to those who are here in case I sound like a broken record. But he played a human priest, and I played a night elf rogue. And I had to do the run all the way through the wetlands, Loch Modan, to go play with him. And yeah, we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I would tune into the Soulframe segment, but it'd be like 2 a.m. for me. That's fair. I think it's all on YouTube anyway, isn't it, to watch the VOD or whatever. Definitely try to play SF before TennoCon. The dev stream will have massive spoilers. They've been promoting Soulframe alongside Warframe when they can, which I think it's a smart move, isn't it? And the thing is, if you were to show me, like, imagine I hadn't played any Warframe, and, you know, like Morpheus in the Matrix, if you said, here's Warframe, here's Soulframe, my tendencies would pull me towards Soulframe over Warframe. Like, I'm way more into fantasy than I am sci-fi. Don't get me wrong, I love sci-fi. Like, I really love it. But fantasy is sort of like, that's my bread and butter. So I'd have gone for that, you know, if I had to make a decision. So when I do get around to playing it, I think I'm going to have a bloody good time. So looking forward to it. Sign, I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better. And hopefully you can relax today and you got a calm weekend ahead of you. Neon Phoenix, that's so true. That's so true. Anyway. I was gonna say play the game, but there's stuff we want to do today, and by stuff I mean I'd like to watch some videos, maybe. I don't know how long the No Clip documentary is, but I know a lot of people recommended I watch that when I was playing Warframe for the first time. If there's any other videos that people are like desperate for me to react to, we can watch those as well. So yeah, Hellbinding, yeah. When we meet up for D&D, which is a rarity, I'm often the DM. So have I watched 100 Days of Warframe? I have not. That can go on the list. Maybe we can build a list over in the over in Obsidian. Videos to watch. It should work. There you go. Okay, so 100 Days of Warframe No Clip documentary. I don't know if there's any like big videos that people want to recommend. Narrative panel? I guess so. Narrative panel. I once sent you a video of a guy making Arthur's square pasta. I want to say I watched that. Honestly. Did I see the TennoCon? I did, yeah. Sorry. When I was putting together my... I was going to say Warframe review video. I went back and tried to find as many moments throughout the development cycle of Warframe that I thought would be relevant to bring up. And that moment where Steve hands the shorts to Reb, it's such an emotional moment. I did very much want to make silicon props of those last year, but I ran out of time. You've always got, you know, this year, Cat. You got a month to go. Pretty sure who reacted to that? Yeah, we watched the New War cinematic. It's in one of the videos. I don't know which one, because there's like 70 of them, but I did watch the New War cinematic in one of them. Oh no, Code Jade. No. I'll be watching the narrative panel at this year's TennoCon. I have no right to be up there. I'm an enjoyer of the narrative, but I've got nothing to, you know, add, you know, in an official capacity. I'll be on the front row with a t-shirt that says Cat's biggest fan on it, and like a foam finger. Why did I not do them? They better do them this year. Foam fingers, which are just like an elongated blue arm, so we can live out our Orican dreams. You know, Total Biscuit's Warframe video could be an interesting watch. The whole thing, yeah. Yeah, maybe. Maybe, Hiss. If you want some meme frame, I've got a bunch of channels to recommend. This is the first time I've heard of meme frame, but I'm so in. For 100 Days of Warframe, you should watch it as a whole by Mashed. There is a Warframe cartoon collection. Okay, so... How did you describe it? The whole thing. Mashed? The whole thing. Mashed. I'm guessing that's the channel name I need to look for? A big foam lotus hand? No, it gotta be a big foam Orican hand. Warframe cartoon collection. Okay. So, Warframe cartoon collection. So the 100 Days of Warframe is a part of the collection. I see. I see. It's just mashed. The Orican foam arm is a cool idea, but how about the man in the wall? Singular foam. Yes. Yeah, that's a good idea. Just one huge foam finger. I would love that. I'd love that. It's a shame. Quite Shallow deleted all of our videos. The memes were fantastic. Oh, they're all gone, are they? Did no one back them up? Blood is writing a Warframe textbook. I am. I also wear pocket protectors so my ink in the pen doesn't explode. How many writers in total work on Warframe? That's a good question. I have no idea. I mentioned, I did a big mention of Total Biscuit in my Warframe video that I put out. Because, again, I saw his initial video about Warframe back when he first released it in 2013. And I think I played for like a couple hours and thought, this is fun. But then I had other things that I was doing at the time. I think I was raiding in Mists of Pandaria, so that distracted me from playing anymore. And then I came back 13 years later, and bloody good. Have I seen the Iron Mouse and Marco Meatball cover of some Warframe songs at the Streamer Awards? We can put that on the list. I don't think I've seen that. Iron Mouse and Marco song cover at Streamer Awards. Okay. We'll check it out. The Marco and Iron Mouse duo was awesome. Did you ever see the Evil Barrel lines? Yes, we did take a look at those. Death Battle Excalibur versus Raiden. Is that like a animation? Tolbisk is one of the greats for gaming content. Whenever he put out a WTF is video, I'd be there in a heartbeat. No matter what it was, I'd check it out. I owe him a lot for, you know, the games I picked up over the years. Don't spoil Raiden. Yeah, I'm not too familiar, but I believe Raiden is what, Mortal Kombat, if I'm right in thinking. We have two titles, writer and a narrative designer, but they're pretty interchangeable. Technically, Adrian and I are the only writers, but we jump around between who does what pretty heavily. We need the My Hero Academia prank Reb and Quite Shallow pulled on Meg. Have you watched Amelia Tyler reading extra Eleanor voice lines? No. No, tell me more. Amelia Tyler reading additional Eleanor voice lines. We'll watch that. We'll give that a look. Can't believe TB made Andy play World of Warcraft for 15 years. That's my dad. That's my dad's fault. Yeah, we'll check that out. We'll check that out. There was one time when Reb was reading off Kuva Lich names. I think I've seen that. I think I saw that. Someone linked it in Discord. Because that's the... Was it Bop Bip? Yeah, Bop Bip. It's in one of my videos where we watch it. That was hilarious. And again, it's a testament to the team because the front-facing members of the dev team who you get to see on Prime Time and in the dev streams, they're always having such a good time and their laughter is infectious. And I think that really helps build a good community around the game because you get a real good feel for who they are and, you know, what they like. And it's such a good time hanging out. Like, I laugh every time I watch a Prime Time. With them, not at them. That would be rude. It's so good. That's so good. Meg, hopefully we'll see you later. If not, have a lovely weekend. I got Hiss as my Lich recently. First name Ab. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Andy, have you seen Amelia Tyler and Ben Starr playing the Starfinder Warframe Operation Arise TTRPG? No, I've not. That feels like it might be a bit too long to do a watch along with, though. But I'll definitely watch that in my own time. Reb and Megan, my wife left me, is hilarious. Did you know Ben Starr joined Soulframe? I did see in the Discord people mention that Ben Starr is hopping into Soulframe. I think he's at TennoCon. No? Hold on. Let me try and get something ready here. we can go and take a look at the browser together. There's a website you can go to, TennoCon.com. One moment. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can sort something here. Right. Yeah, we'll take a look. We'll take a look and see what we can do here. So bear with me. Bear with me. Would I like to make this my permanent browser? No. Right. One moment, guys. Reset. And this should work. This should work. Right. Let's move that to the middle. Let's take a gander, shall we? This is so scuffed. That'll do. And then I'll pull it down here somewhere. Hold on. There you go. Okay, so TennoCon 2026. Unfortunately sold out. We are 35 days, 1 hour, and 10 minutes away. Holy shit. What is happening? That's so soon. What does it say here? Save the date and make those reservations, Tenno. Warframe's massive annual celebration returns to London, Ontario from July 10th through 11th. While tickets for TennoCon 2026 are currently sold out, you can sign up for the official waitlist via Eventbrite. You can also watch the show virtually from home. Stay tuned for updates. So if you're in the area and you haven't already, join the official waitlist via Eventbrite. I imagine as we close in on this final month before TennoCon, there might be some cancellations, so keep your eyes peeled and see if you can hop along. TennoCon 2026 digital pack, which, of course, we've done a giveaway for one of these already. You know what's in there. Looks incredible. And then you do get this, well, you can purchase this merch pack, which I think looks incredible. I don't know if they're going to be available on site. If they're not, I might need to try and buy one of these now before it's too late. Yeah, why couldn't it have been London, UK? Well, then they may do in the future a Tenno VIP in London, UK, that is. So, you know, keep your eyes peeled. I'm certainly keeping my eyes peeled just in case they do come over here. In-person schedule, here we go. So let's have a look. I thought it was gonna like take up the whole screen. Let me zoom in. So this is awkward because I need to bring it over there. There we go. So for anyone who's attending the convention, VIP early access, general admission, and then the Tenno concert. Well, no, sorry, let me go back up here. The cosplay contest begins at 7 o'clock, and I believe that is being live streamed, hosted by Taylor King and Veronica Botnick at 7 o'clock on the Friday. I am so excited for that. I cannot wait to see what people have cooked up. I haven't even watched last year's. I've got no idea what people have been producing in prior years, but my guess is there's some incredible cosplays for, of course, the Warframes, but then even the Proto-frames, right? I can't wait to see what they reveal this year. Well, it does say at the top, I didn't read it, but Tau is in sight, and old wounds are not so easily healed. Join us in the Origin system at the show, the biggest event in Warframe history. Let's read that again to add pressure to Kat and Beth here. The biggest event in Warframe history. The biggest event in Warframe history. They know how to put pressure on themselves, blimey. So yeah, that's what's happening on Friday. And on Saturday, what do we have going on? Welcome to TennoCon 2026 at 11 o'clock in the morning, hosted by Megan Everett. And then an hour afterwards, we have the Soulframe dev stream, hosted by Sarah with Steve, Jeff, George, Scott, and Jennifer English. Oh my goodness. And then afterwards, we've got Sounds of the System being hosted by none other than Zach, featuring Eric, Matt Chalmers, Mark, Giovanni, Jeffrey, and Elsa. And then an hour after that, we've got the art and animation of Warframe, hosted by Danielle, with Kari or Carrie Black, Kaz Adams, Marco, Tim, Elise, and Michael Skyers. And then there's this little interesting one here. Yeah. The Narrative of Warframe, hosted by Corey, with Kat Kingsley, whoever that is, Ryan, Ben Starr, and Renee. That looks like a fun one. I'll have to watch that. So yeah. It's going to be the tallest Warframe yet. DE is actually going to send people to space. But no, I'm looking forward to it. I had like a passing thought that there's a chance that when I'm flying out of the UK to Canada, there's a chance that Ben or Renee could be in the airport, because I'm assuming they're based in the UK on, you know, being Brits like me, and I just thought, how sick would that be to be like, oh shit, it's Roth, it's Emmett Selk, it's Ben Starr, yeah. Renee though. I'm kidding. Tenno Live is the big event most are waiting for. Tenno Live begins at 4:30. Is that normally when they go into all of the information about what the new patch is going to be in December? Because I'm unfamiliar with the schedule, of course. I've not been to a TennoCon, nor have I watched one. So is that like the big session? Yes. We show a demo. Wow. I might have to watch it live outside, because I think if I watch it in like the auditorium, you might just be able to hear me squealing in the background, and I don't want to, you know, cause any problems for the audio tech people. You know, you can just hear me in the background going, wow, Tau, you know. It's a super dev stream. Imagine you get on the plane and Arthur Nightingale is sat next to you. I don't know what I'd do. I'd be like, I can't ignore him. I can't ignore him. Go in front. Guys, like, it is so surreal to me to have an opportunity to go to something like this. And it's genuinely, and I know a lot of, you know, content creators and influencers say things like this, but it really is thanks to you guys for, you know, watching the playthrough. It's crazy. I can't really put it into words. So thank you for watching the playthrough, guys. And yeah, if you're at TennoCon, I will see you there. Yeah, crazy, absolutely crazy. Because there was a moment, and I shared this recently, and I don't want to dwell on it too much, but my wife and I went on a short-haul flight to Northern Ireland to go see her family, because her grandmother's not doing too well. But that's besides the point of what I'm going to talk about. We've never flown out of the country together. We've been together 15 years. We've never been on a plane, and my agoraphobia in the past 5 years has skyrocketed to new heights. And when I got on the plane and we went to Northern Ireland, when I landed and we got settled in at our Airbnb, I thought, I can't do it. I can't go to TennoCon. And I began to draft an email to send to Zach and be like, listen, I'm so sorry. Like, you've given me such a phenomenal opportunity, but I can't do it. Like, my panic is too much. Like, I'm not going to be able to handle it. Anyway, over the course of our holiday, I really tried to shift my sort of perspective and really try my best to prepare myself for the return flight and to really, you know, brace for the return journey. And it went so much better. And, you know, I felt so confident on the return flight. And when I landed, I kid you not, like, I genuinely cried because I knew I could then do it. Like, I knew, much like Tau is in sight, I knew Canada was in sight. I was like, I can do this. So, yeah. Can't wait. Cannot wait. TennoCon is in sight. Yeah. Well, when we did board, I did say to the lady, I said, listen, I can't tell you how nervous I am for this flight. And she's like, oh, we'll look after you. And they did. They really did. They kept checking in with me, and it was, yeah, made it much better. But yeah. Andy spoiling that Tau is Space Canada. Oh dear. But yeah, I'm sorry if anyone's new here. You might I've spoken a lot over the past 4 or 5 years about my panic and anxiety, and again, even a year ago, going 20 minutes in a car somewhere I couldn't do it. Like, my panic would just be through the roof. I'd have panic attacks. It was just not pretty. So the fact that I'm going to be going halfway around the world by myself is insane. So I can't wait. Really cannot wait. How does a Brit sing the Canadian anthem? Oi, Canada. That's exactly it, Ike. How did you know? How did you know? Oh, Ninzard, I couldn't have done it without my lovely wife. Mrs. D20 had my back. Without her, I'd have been screwed. Oh wow! Can you believe it? TennoCon. Oh dear. Community show. Sorry, let's go back and look at this. Sorry. Cosplay contest. Look at that! Wow. Our annual cosplay contest returns to the Canada Life Place. Enter as a competitive cosplayer, showcase your non-competitive designs, or come cheer on your fellow Tenno on stage. Contenders are judged on performance and craftsmanship. I will say something else which let me quickly wet the whistle. Amazing. Something else that I've really appreciated about the Warframe community is I shared a lot of this story, about my panic and agoraphobia in the Warframe Discord with other creators. And they all championed me. They had my back. And they then invited me to like this little Discord server they'd put together where they're all planning to meet up and do things. And they've like included me in that. And I'm like, it's just like, oh, thanks. This is so sweet. I am such a... And again, it's weird to say considering what my career is, but I am so introverted. I really struggle to reach out to people and form, connections and meaningful connections in the online space. So for them to go, hey, come here, we've got your back, you're not alone, is like really cool. And it was really sweet. Beth, thank you. I cannot wait. Genuinely cannot wait. Remember to network whilst you're out there, Andy. Network? What do you want me to say? Make sure to follow my YouTube. Make sure to follow my YouTube. I can't do that. I'm literally going to go there and just be like pogging the whole time. I'm not networking. I'm just going to be like, this is great. I never want to leave. Anyway, Community Showcase, our annual contest showing off some of the Origin System's finest artists returns. Finalists will have their artwork displayed. Oh, that's so cool. And I've seen some of the entries already in the Warframe Discord, and it is absolutely mind-blowing how talented some of the people are who are fans of the game. And something I've mentioned before, which I'd love to be able to cast more of a light on, is, and I don't say this at the detriment of other studios whatsoever, but something which really endeared me to DE is they don't just focus on people who stream their game or people who make YouTube videos for their game. So many official Warframe content creators are artists. And I so rarely see that being something which developers nurture and cherish and appreciate and want to champion. And I think that's really, really cool. Really, really cool. The TennoGen program alone proves this, yeah? Thank you all for redeeming Andy Promotes himself. I'm not going to do it. Stop being kind to me. What else have we got? Dojo Showcase. I didn't realize how creative people could get with their dojos before I made my... And I realized the music stopped. Let me go fix this. Sorry. Let's put on this one, and then we'll turn it down a little bit. There we go. Sorry. I'm just talking over nothing. Some of the dojos people are able to put together is, again, ridiculous. Someone remade some of my favorite levels from like Dark Souls 3 in Warframe. I struggled putting a table on the ground and putting something on the table. So watching people create these gothic works of art, it's Raya Lucaria. Yeah, if you watch my video on Warframe, I did a little brief showcase of it. It's incredible. TennoCon guides. Curious about TennoCon? We've got you covered with this handy list of guides to make the most of the the most of Warframe's biggest show of the year. And then charity beneficiaries, we've got Systema Toronto is a free after-school music and social development program for children living in underserved communities with the end goal of transformative social action. And London Cares homeless response services. That's awesome. By integrating housing with health, income, and community supports, they help people achieve lasting stability while strengthening the systems that serve them. And I love that this is on the front page as well. Like, they could have very easily hidden this away on like a tab at the back of the website somewhere, but it's front and center with the rest of the information. Spooky Cookie and Lemon, thank you both very much for the generous 5 gifted each. Welcome on in to Pirette, Rav, Medieval, A True Ace, Tactical Nightmare, Char, Satil, Dr. Goobert, Tubbsy, Katsu Doom, and Satan42. Welcome on in, courtesy of Lemon and Spooky Cookie. Welcome on in. Thank you, everyone. Not sure if this has been mentioned, but for those wanting Dante, yeah, Tactical Nightmare, we have been chatting about it, and I think it's awesome. Like, I think Dante is going to be such a good hook for people to get into the game. Like, Dante is so fun. So fun. Hey, Andy, have you ever played a game called Warframe? I think you'd enjoy it. I'll check it out. I'm certainly interested. FAQs and guides. What have we got in here? Cosplay guide. What is TennoCon? And a Tenno concert. I wonder what they're going to do this year. I'd love... I mean, I assume they're going to be doing a slightly different track list, but I'd be happy for them to do last year's Tenno concert again. Honestly, I've watched this so many times, and I watched it a few days back to prepare for TennoCon, and God, it hits. It really hits. Whoa! That is a good Flare cosplay. That is really cool. Learn more. Does this take me to a... Oh no, this just takes me to a guide. Wow! First place gets 10,000 Canadian dollars? Whoa, that's awesome. That is so cool. Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what they do. And that's about... I think 10,000 Canadian dollars is about £5,500. I unfortunately don't know what that would be in euros. Sorry. Did you see, what was it, last year's winning Stalker cosplay? No, we can watch the cosplay contest from last year at some point, if people want to do that. What is TennoCon? Welcome to your friendly primer to the year's biggest Warframe event. Sorry, I need to click this. I am so jealous of anyone and everyone who is able to go to this pop-up. And it opens today, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Looking for some fresh fits for the summer? Our brand new streetwear capsule arcade has a whole new selection of items. We should watch it. Warframe Lich, hello there. How are you today? We can watch the cosplay contest. Should we do that? We can do that. The Stalker cosplay was insane. Okay. We'll watch it. Give me a sec. Let me do this. YouTube.com. One moment. TennoCon Cosplay Contest 2025. Okay. We can put this on and chat over it. Not in a disrespectful way, but you know, while they come out, we can just chat and whatever. All right. Let's go back up to here. Is that cropped correctly? That goes to there. There. I couldn't see where I was cropping. It's so hard to tell. Okay, let's put this on. I'm buzzing for this.
Hello, demons. Welcome to the TennoCon 2025
Hello,
cosplay
demons.
contest. This flesh suit's name is Taylor.
And I'm Ronnie.
And we are thrilled to be your hosts for this evening.
That's Taylor, yeah,
we
on the
have
far
a
right.
Jam-packed show. So let's kick this into overdrive.
Before we start the showcase, let's quickly introduce our judges. First, the legends of prop, armor, and costume design, Hoku Props.
Woo! I'm guessing the audio's okay. Is the audio good for you guys? I'll turn it up a touch.
Hi!
Whoa! Look at those guns!
Hi, Chad.
Holy
Hi,
shit!
Sammy. Could you tell us a little bit about what's in your hand today?
Oh yeah. Sammy, you want to start?
Yeah, well, I have the incredible Sirocco, which we made for our drifter and operator.
That
The
is
Prime Edition.
so
Yeah.
cool.
And then what do you have, honey?
Oh, and then I have the Arcoplasmor that was made for a recent YouTube short being produced by Buttered Side Down. So look forward to that coming out really soon. Yeah.
How much money do I need to
addition
slide
to
into their
these
back
unreal
pocket for a
weapons,
Rubico Prime?
Hoku Props also made the drifter and operator mannequin that you might see on the show floor. So let's give it up for Hoku Props!
Woo! The Sirocco is really cool. I agree.
Our next judge is none other than Kaz Adams, Warframe's weapon lead.
That is such a great temple.
Kaz, I heard you just woke up like this, right?
Of course I did.
Rolled right out of bed with a perfect head of hair. Perfect. You want to take a seat? Thank you.
Our next judge is back this year, bringing us another epic cosplay.
Kaz
Their
also
work
rides a
speaks for
motorcycle.
itself, so put your hand together for Plexi cosplay.
I could sense that. Whoa! I love that. Yeah, work the crowd. Wow. Oh, and look who it is. Ah, that's so good.
Welcome, Plexi, and good to see you again in Trotty. Could you share with us a little bit about this year's Rusalka cosplay?
This is a huge mix of electronics, robotics, custom fabrications, textiles, and it uses people from all across the U.S. to help bring it together.
Wow.
It's such a pleasure to be here again at TennoCon 2025.
Woo!
All right. Now that our judges are nicely settled on stage.
Here we go.
Okay, she's giving me permission now. All right. Let's get on with this show.
Woo!
So our cosplayers are split into two categories, non-competitive and competitive. We'll kick things off with our non-competitive entrants. These folks aren't competing for a cash prize, but we're thrilled regardless to showcase their work on stage.
Okay.
All right, everyone ready? All right, let's get some music going and get this party started.
First up, let's welcome to the stage Alex, cosplaying as Zeke.
Okay.
Yes. He designed this cosplay the day of Zeke's reveal and bought the clothes one day before the flight.
This might be the greatest cosplay I've ever seen.
Next, we have Creed as Drillbit in human form. A Drillbit style inspired Creed to make their first ever cosplay. Also, Creed has been growing out his hair for over a year.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we have Rose Desi as Amir Beckett.
Hell yeah. There we go.
She unintentionally had 90% of this cosplay already in her closet. More evidence that she's truly a mirror. Next up, let's welcome.
She had the
Prodane
mannerisms
as
down pretty good.
Coolerbo.
Whoa!
A majority of the 1,820 armor points were constructed with EVA foam clay.
Hell yeah!
Next, we have the Dusky Spice as a Scaldra investigator. They're ready to hunt for Hex sympathizers.
I like the little background detail as well.
Next up, Ace
Oh, and it slots in there. That's
cosplaying
cool.
as Drifter.
Yeah, we're watching last year's. Whoa! Heelys!
Fashion meets function.
With the Rapala Sayandana as
Next,
well?
As operator.
God
this is
damn.
Vence's first ever cosplay inspired by Vent Kid operator attire and featuring a custom embroidered puffer vest.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's
That's
welcome
cool.
to the stage Dr. Elise Saluna as Dr. Albrecht Andrade. Who wore it better? This
Again,
doctor
remember-
designed an HR-proof outfit for when she sees her patients.
Again, this is the non-competitive. I'm excited to see what the competitive is, if this is what they're bringing to the table here.
Next up, Jacob as the Tekrot Hockey League, a mutated hockey player born in the darkest bowels of Halvania, created with dish sponges, hockey equipment, a crochet punk base.
What? I love that jersey. Hold on. Was that an official jersey you could buy, or have they made that? Hold up. Whoa. Can I
Next
get one?
up, Wraithran as Proto Ivara.
I will say now, if they
Inspired
have
by
any
real-life
merch,
Fox
clothing merch
Spec Op soldiers.
at TennoCon, I'm swiping the old credit card. That is cool, isn't it? Bow and arrow. If the Rubico Prime didn't exist, I'd be a bow and arrow main.
As Titania in Razor Wing, featuring animatronic fairy wings and antenna. She's also wearing holographic butterfly armor from Chrome Monarchy.
Titania in Razorwick. Whoa! Hell yeah!
Flying in straight from Holvania, it's Zeke and Drillbit from Online.
I'm online. Online. That is, it's so good.
Next, Dark as Sweet's Plague. Welcome the
Something
traveling
which-
plague doctor from Candyland, where the infestation has taken over and uses candy for most of its biomass.
Okay. Ah, hell yeah. Okay. I was going to say, you got to think about how nerve-wracking it is to stand up there and show off what you've worked on. Oh.
It works. It's a
Hey!
Perfect.
Next
I
up,
might-
Jade
I might need to get one of
Keller
those
as
for my
Call
flight.
Sign Caliber. A very lost ICR operative with a striking resemblance to Mesa, featuring a patch custom made by their friend, Kay.
Again, I wasn't sure if there was custom sound effects. I love that there's the background
Welcoming
info
Slicer
and...
as 1999 Drifter, answering the question if Drifter ended up in 1999 instead of Duviri.
Okay. Hell yeah.
The reveal!
It's pretty cool. Well,
Next up,
of course,
let's
Newt.
welcome
Yeah.
LSD as John Prodman, the Corpus Employee of the Month for over a decade. The cosplay took several months to complete.
Way! There we go. Again, for those who missed it, we're watching the non-competitive. And I think it's just incredible that you can get fans who may feel overwhelmed joining a competitive competition
Next, as Packet from online.
to do something
The
they
shirt
want to
design is
try
all
out and, you know,
hand-painted, and the digital
try
gadgets
their
were
hand at
personally
it.
3D modeled, printed, and made into
That's really cool. Whoa! Cutting some shapes. Heck yeah.
And now we have Prime Average as the Stalker.
Prime Average as the Stalker. Protect the Stalker. That's so cool.
Great to see he's settling into the dad role nicely.
What no app did I use for the videos? Obsidian.
Showcase. Let's get another hand for these wonderful cosplays. Hell yeah. These folks are eligible for bonus prizes, which you'll hear more about at the end of the show. But they'll also go home with some digital goodies just for joining us today. Who doesn't love free stuff?
I love free stuff.
Let's move into our competitive cosplay showcase.
Here we go.
These folks are competing for the grand prize of 10,000 Canadian dollars.
That's a lot of money.
We met with the competitive cosplayers one-on-one this morning during pre-judging to get a closer look at the craftsmanship and the finer details. And let me tell you, the level of skill in our community is unbelievable. The scores from pre-judging and today's performance will be used to decide our winners.
Within the next 2 weeks.
It takes a lot to craft a cosplay and be brave enough to share it on London's biggest stage. So I want to hear you cheer as loud as you can and hype them up.
Knight, welcome on in, buddy. It's good to see you.
Excellent, excellent. All right, judges, here we go.
I'm buzzing. I am buzzing.
First up, we have Cammy as her envoy, featuring a Fae arm of her own design.
And our first ever Soulframe cosplay.
Okay. This is the most Soulframe content I'll ever see. So is Envoy the name of your character? Oh! Yo! Light up bootstring! Yeah, okay. Look at the leatherwork on that pauldron.
Is so amazing. Oh, could you tell us a little bit about who's on your shoulder?
This is Jacqueline, Jack for short.
Yo! Camera, no!
No, it's not.
Wrong camera, wrong
is a
camera.
Needle felt, and so I had to use a needle stabber a few thousand times. Oh, I'm sorry.
That
it's
is-
a needle. I can only be so gentle.
That's so cool.
You guys seem to get along so well. Could you also tell us a little bit about your arm?
Yes, there's a.
Just to quickly
custom
pause
arm
and say, what I don't watch many cosplay contests. I love that it's not just stand in the middle, 12 for 5 seconds, exit stage. Isn't it nice that they're bringing them over to say, hey, tell us more. Like, what did you do to make... That's... Yes.
that I made onto it because I'm hoping for more
So good.
customability in Soulframe. See if this will, do that.
We're watching the cosplay
Jeff,
contest
are
from
you
last
watching?
year.
Yeah, I'm basically a living, walking request thread for DE. Yeah. So yeah, the Orangol's packed onto it as a shoulder, so it shows off more of the arms onto it as an option onto things. Oh, the story on that? Oh, she likes to hear the story. Well, I used to have a blue arm, but I lost it. Pro tip, if you don't want to lose your limbs, don't do what I did and hug Wolf Mommy Orengal's fluffy white tail. It did not work for me.
Orengal. I'll remember that name when I start
she
playing
finds that funny,
Warframe.
but I experience latency now. Look at this.
And if
good.
I recall, during prejudging, you showed us how you summon Jackie. If you know, you know. Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for Cammy.
I don't know who Jackie is, but I like the click. I like the click.
Setting the bar so high for Soulframe cosplays.
Absolutely. Next, we have Plastic T-Rex as Ember Heirloom.
Am I going to be able to show this on stream? Hold on. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, we're good. I was beginning to worry. That's sick. I love the way they've done the skin. I'm curious to know whether they come with the music or if whoever's working on the production team selects music for them. Yeah, the holographic effect on the fabric is really cool, isn't it? Shame It's Me, the #1 dad cosplay was really good.
All right, Plastic. Did you have any challenges when approaching a cosplay of this impeccable stature?
Yes. So I learned a whole pile of new skills in order to build this. This is my first foam armor build. And I applied a bunch of techniques that I really challenged myself to learn new things. Smocking, foam sculpting, all kinds of things.
You look amazing. Another round for Plastic T-Rex.
Heck yeah.
Thank you.
Next up, let's welcome to the stage Struggleborn as their Equinox.
Equinox, okay. Yo, look at that. Come on, everyone. Very cool. Crap, I didn't know that. That is hilarious.
Show them some love. If you'll join us. Hello. So during prejudging, you shared that you were using some interesting materials. I was wondering, would you be willing to share with the audience what you told us today?
Play-Doh.
Keep it simple. Play-Doh.
I think more people who use cosplay or do cosplay should look into this material. It is fantastic, and it has so many things you can do, obviously.
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 I'm sure our judges are taking notes right now.
Who am I going to cosplay?
This is my first ever cosplay. I'm a little amateur, but I feel like just showing what it can do is enough for
If I had to pick, I'd probably do my Excalibur.
With their cosplay.
I'd love to do Dante, but Dante is so, like...
What a great message. Thank you so much.
Dante floats. I don't have that power, you know?
All right. Next, we have Sasha as a Grenier Manic.
A Grenier Manic? Whoa! Heck yeah, look at that. Oh, the music adds so much, doesn't it? That's sick. Oh, that is genuinely sick. I wonder how they made those. Are they 3D printed, do you think? I hope they talk about it.
Hi, Sasha. I was going to ask you about ash parts, but instead, tell me about the materials of this incredible piece.
I use pretty much everything. I have 3D printed pieces, resin, hand sculpted stuff.
Leather,
which was my first time using that. And all the LEDs and stuff was also a first.
I do think we can't hear you through your mask, so are you okay with opening it, or otherwise we can keep the mystique of the Manic secrets for another time? I'm so sorry.
I can't take it off.
Another round for Sasha.
Please, let's see the back. Yes.
I love that that was such a universal way of saying, I can't take this shit off. Look at my fingers.
So much.
That is really cool.
Let's give it up for Specimen Delta as John Prodman.
John Prodman again. Okay. Where is he? Ah, there we go. Wow, look at that. That's sick.
Okay, so you made it from backstage to center stage to here. Can you see through your helmet, and how?
After I realized you can actually see through this visor.
Can you take your helmet?
More secrets, I fear.
Oh, wow! John Prodman!
John Prodman face reveal live on the TennoCon stage! Prodman!
So well deserved. All right, your helmet.
After I realized you don't actually see through this light bar, I took the most complicated way of seeing. I got 2 cameras in here this is basically a VR headset.
Wow. That's impressive.
Mind-blowing.
Thank you so much. One more time for John.
Woo, woo, woo. Sorry, I've got to read this. NT says, just for a gag, cosplay as someone with invisibility, talk through an extra microphone from off stage. I'll cosplay as Loki. Or a prowling Ivari, yeah. that is so smart.
Have a special guest, Blink as Flair Varleon.
Whoa! Whoa! Holy shit! They've got the swagger as well.
I think I need a moment. Just kidding. All right. Obviously, you look incredible, but I don't know if folks can see from home the insane amount of rhinestoning that is on this piece. Tell me a little bit about it.
Oh, yeah, there's like over 6,000 1 to 4 millimeters of rhinestones in this costume.
Amongst everything else.
Am I still sane after gluing them? Debatable.
I
don't have Temple yet.
Yeah, that's
I need to get Temple.
Absolutely
Oops.
phenomenal. Thank you so much, Blink. And I am really sorry about that pizza incident.
Yeah, I started farming Temple, but I've not got Temple yet.
Next, we have Honey and Hemlock as Umbra Dax.
Oh, okay. Don't play Smiles at Drown. Come on. Wow, there we go. I love that Sayandana.
Beautiful. I heard there's a story tied to the gloves.
Oh.
Well, as you may know, Executor Bellis stripped our armor budget. So I had to
He
make
would,
the
he
gloves
would.
myself.
Say that again, I'm so sorry.
I had to make these gloves myself.
Okay.
I made so many different variations trying to perfect it. So now I have enough individual fingers to make Wally jealous. And enough whole gloves to clothe the murmur.
Wow.
If I knew who those were.
If winter hits Helvania, they know who to call. Exactly. Perfect. Thank you so much.
I really hope we got to see them unsheath the
You're so good at showing the
Kana.
love. Keep that going.
Oh my gosh, guys.
Let's welcome our next competitive contestant, Cat as Wisp.
Oh, here we go. Look at this. Wow. I do think Wisp is one of my favorite base frames, just visually.
Yes, keep it going.
Yeah, the moats as well. It's an awesome touch, actually.
That was so cute. Could you share with us how it was making a project of this scale?
If I'll remove my mask here so you can hear me better. Yeah, so it's been a 2-year project. Started TennoCon 2023. Just got really inspired and wanted to be on stage and see what I could do.
Well, thank you so much for sharing it with us.
Thank you. Get up for Wisp! Next, we have Bug Breach as Zealoid Prelate.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, the music. Oh, yeah, there we go. Again, the music is such an awesome inclusion. They've got the mannerisms down so well as well, like even their walk. Wow!
My God,
There's a chill in the crowd.
I was gonna say, if I were in the crowd at this point, I think I'd be running away.
Oh my gosh. Can you tell me about all the materials you used in your cosplay?
So I used a lot of hot glue. Jack-o'-lantern teeth for the claws, foam, a lot of foam, wool, wallpaper glue, textile glue, acrylic paints, and the void.
All of the glue.
Lots of glue.
You look incredible. Thank you so much.
Tabby, welcome on in. Thank you very much. Lovely to see you today. We're getting hyped for TennoCon by watching last year's cosplay contest.
Next up, we have Bioshek as Beso R.
Who? Oh, Vito! Yeah. Hell yeah.
He lives!
He lives!
Amazing. Could you share with us why you chose to play as Velcro, Veso R?
Yeah. Because I like the core perfection. There's not enough heroes. Like, yeah, we have John Prodman, the legend. But Viso, he never questioned anything, and he did it for profit.
Well, let's hear it for Veso, our hero.
Woo! It's Vavo from Warframe. Venmo's my favorite character.
Now we're welcoming Taya as Mesa Presidio on stage.
Oh, Mace Presidio. I have this skin. Whoa! That is really cool.
Oh my gosh, this jacket is outstanding. Tell me about it.
Thank you. It's made from 120 different pieces of fabric.
Blimey.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of fabric.
There's another 40 as well.
I don't want to do the math, but that's a lot of sewing. Do another spin for us so we can see the bag.
Let's take it in.
Oh, man!
That's so cool.
Phenomenal. Thank you so much, Taya.
Thing is, because of how customizable, you know, Warframes are visually, like, you could have 100 cosplayers do that Mesa skin, and each one would be different because of the colorations, the armor pieces you can put on. I'm
Next
so
up,
impressed.
Put your hands together for Shiwandi as Baruch Doan.
Ooh, I love this skin. Wow. Wow. That is sick. I don't have Baruch either.
First of all, these
I feel like I
shoes
need
are
to.
unbelievable.
The balance is unreal.
Could you tell us what your favorite part of this cosplay is?
I was going to say the cowl, but I've thought about it a little bit. I think it's the arms, so when we get the twin heck, I can use both.
That's...
These light up. It's hard to
That's
see
a
in
good
the light,
answer.
but these are lighting up. That's awesome.
Do another. Wait, no. Can we? He stuck the landing!
That was a... Whoa! Shake it, shake it.
Is
like a
there anything
Polaroid
else
picture.
you'd like to say?
Whoa!
It's eluding me. I'm not sure.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Shiwandi!
Woo!
Yes. Next, we have Prime Explorer as Kaya Velasco.
2 Kai's on stage at once. Way! Heck yeah.
Hey, twin.
Hey, twin.
How?
Eternalism.
Coincidences.
Oh man, tell me about the journey that went into this cosplay.
That's a good ace
So
up the
I started
sleeve.
prototyping this as soon as Kaya had dropped.
Valid.
And the entire time I was learning new things that I had never done before. I had never done any sort of lighting, any sort of thermoplastics. Wigs are still relatively new to me. Everything about this is just entirely new to me.
It's crazy that you also learned like nuclear fission and like all of the science that went into it. She really committed and it shows. You are stunning.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got a Peely pick. Oh my God.
That's such a cool place to put them.
Next up, we have Iris Illick as their Octavia.
Octavia, okay. Wow. I have not played a lot of Octavia, much to my great shame.
Hi, Iris. Can you please share with us what you are most proud of about your cosplay?
You see this big old head? Oh, my head.
You see this big old head?
We love your head. Is there anything else you want to share with the audience?
I'm allowed to say this. I was given permission.
Oh.
Happy early birthday, sweetie.
Happy early birthday! Iris also
sweet.
walked out to custom Manticore music that they composed themselves. So
Ah, cool.
truly
I was gonna ask
talented
that.
from every angle.
That deserves a round of applause,
Yeah.
for sure.
Thank you, Iris.
Thank you so much.
All right, it's the last one. We have Drifter as his Drifter.
Okay. Yo. Wait a second. Heck yeah. I still think that initial quest when you play as the Drifter for the first time is so badass.
Hello. Oh, man. We were chatting earlier. This is your first ever cosplay, right?
No way. Really?
Huh?
Sorry, did you ask a question?
He's stuck in Duviri. It's fine.
Reveal!
Face reveal! Very cool.
No worries. This was your first ever cosplay, am I correct? Tell me about it.
Well, I learned how to sew.
That's
so that was really
incredible.
cool. Just a lot of spray paint, EVA foam, a lot of clay, gosh, and a lot of stress. So.
But you did it, and you're here, and you
Paid
look
off.
fantastic. Another round of applause.
I love when they do say it's their first one, and you just think, wow, what an opportunity.
That's
Your
it
first
for
ever
our
cosplay, and you get to,
entrance.
you know,
Okay,
share it
let's
with
give them all
everyone.
just another round of applause.
Stand
for
on
their
the
incredible
stage.
work. Now's the hard part. Picking a winner. So Ronnie and our lovely judges are gonna head backstage to deliberate.
Okay.
In the meantime, it's just you and me. All right, let's have a little chat. So,
Okay.
this is our kickoff event for our first two-day TennoCon. Tomorrow you'll have your full day of panel and reveals, whatever Megan and the team have cooked up for you. But tonight brings a special treat, our first ever Tenno concert in this incredible venue. Our events team has absolutely killed it, and you have no idea what's waiting for you in just a
We
few
do,
minutes.
'cause we've
So
already
we still
seen it.
got a little bit of time before the Warframe band takes the stage, but we have a little prelude, a little treat prepared for you all.
Okay.
We asked the community to share their covers of Online's Party of Your Lifetime. We love a boy band, and boy, did they deliver. So enjoy this compilation video while you wait, and we'll be back in a few minutes after some very hard decisions. So, bye!
Woo! Okay.
Everybody coming, everybody to the party. We're all running.
Oh, and it says the name in the bottom. Oh, this is cool. Hell yeah! I've never seen this. Who is it that does this for Final Fantasy? I forget his name. Woo! Husky, that's it. For those of you who maybe haven't played FF14, or really the FF games, Husky does these compilations where players of FF14 will get together and do these collaborations where there's literally hundreds of people partaking in the song. What's FF14? Is it cool? Yeah, I think you'd like it. I think you'd like it. Not Husky Starcraft. No, not him. And Alex Mukala, yeah. I mean, Alex does, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't Alex do more covers which are individual as opposed to an ensemble? Gomez, welcome. How are you today, sir? Lovely to see you. Hopefully you're well. Hello there, Aria. Angela, lovely to see you. Just imagining what new music they're going to be cooking up for the next patch. And by next patch, I mean, you know, the big one in December. It's a shame that we can't find a way to do more online tracks. I'd have loved to have seen an entire album of online. Tau music for Tau? Well, if it's Tau music for Tau, I'm imagining there's got to be some sentience over there still. All right, that's my own theory, is we're going to run into some sentience. I'd love more things like Lullaby of the Manifold. That'd be incredible. Matthew Chalmers is in the kitchen cooking up a gourmet feast, and I cannot wait. Neither can I. I'll hear your theories, Davis. Yeah, what is it? Hey, Crab, thank you for the 3 months. How are you? Lovely to see you today. And belatedly, Bearded Wyverian, thank you for the resub as well. Apparently the concert this year is going to be more traditional, less rock star, which fits Tau better. I believe the sentients are there, but since the Bloom are dead, they're all hive-minded. I reckon there's going to be I reckon there'll be some parts of the Bloom which survived. Hopefully. And that'll be the faction that we ally with. Is this sort of sentient resistance. My theory is that when we finally get the Tau, that what we'll find is a second Golden Orican Empire helmed by Nitok. That'd be something. I think Nitok definitely has some involvement in the not too distant future. There's been too much seeding of her in the story. Oh, Tenno, what does this say? As always, we're grateful for your cover submissions. We fit in as many as we could. We're truly humbled by the talent and skill within our community. This last year has been the party of our lifetime, and we're just getting started.
Hey Tenno, if you're watching this, our judges have just gone backstage to complete their final deliberation.
They have.
And as you saw, they have some tough calls. While they're busy, let's take a look at the judging process.
I love that void relic in the background.
In 3 evenly scored categories.
Okay.
The first category is character resemblance. How much does the cosplay look like their Warframe or Soulframe counterpart? Judges are looking for accuracy, attention to detail, and how the cosplay brings the digital character to life.
Okay.
The second category is presentation. This one's all about stage presence. Scored from their performance just now, judges are looking at how well the cosplayer embodied their character on stage.
Mm-hmm.
The third category is craftsmanship. We're looking at how the cosplay was made, including the overall build quality, variety of techniques, and complexity. Craftsmanship was scored earlier today during prejudging. Judges met with
when they could take a
cosplayers
closer look, of
one-on-one
course.
to ask questions and hear about the crafting process. Prejudging is key to understanding the effort, creativity, and time behind every cosplay.
Sure.
Remember, what you see on stage or on screen might be different than what the judges saw up close.
Kuseni, yeah, exactly.
With those 3 scores combined, the judges will have their winners. As a refresher, our competitive entrants are competing for 3 cash prizes. Third place will be going home with $2,000.
It's pretty
Second
good.
place going home with $3,000. And our top cosplayer will be going home with the grand prize. of
Aaron, hell yeah, I'm down for that.
Good luck, and thank you to everyone.
We did some collaborative party team played stuff on stream before. Yeah, I'm down to do that again. I'd love to do like a Railjack session. That'd be really fun. I do still need to farm base Sevagoth.
I swear they have
So-
decisions, they're just...
That's a good opportunity.
Thank you! I love all of you too.
I've never seen other conventions do cosplay contests, La Luna. I know people have
What?
I don't know what they said. I know some people, and I don't want to make this like a Warframe versus Final Fantasy thing, but I know some people complained about the way that they handled the cosplay contest at FanFest. But I don't really know anything about that. I don't know what the situation was, but I know there was a lot of
very special
complaints
handmade
online.
custom trophy that we found, and we want to show you.
Please! Yes, we are going to be starting off with our competitive prizes. And Hoku brought a little extra surprise to TennoCon
Is it going to be a
this
gun?
year, instead of just the incredible things, including the side table that we thought we had, but we don't, and that's okay.
A live unboxing.
What is it? The Rubico Prime.
Guys! Guys!
Whoa! What? Yo, what? That is so cool. That's sick.
There's a lot going on stage.
It's a light up Zaraman trophy.
What they do in their free time is none of my business, let me tell you. But we have this wonderful prize. Oh my goodness. We'll leave it right there for now.
I'd love to see them sell something like that as well.
But that's okay. It's all good.
The thing is, quickly, I don't want to talk about it. The thing is, for DE to go ahead and produce like something like that, it would be expensive. And I guess they need to figure out if there's a market there for people to buy that. That's got to be what, like a 300 Canadian dollars? Probably. Like that's an expensive statue.
We ready to start this, Ronnie?
That was so hard. That was so hard, but we're gonna get started with our competitive cash prizes.
Okay. Here we go. 10 bob. You mean PT27?
Okay, first, handing out our third place overall win and recipient of $2,000 Canadian.
Who's it gonna be?
We're giving that prize to Wisp.
Oh! That's so cool! If I remember correctly, they said that it was their first cosplay after having been inspired 2 years ago at TennoCon 2023.
Didn't come on with a segue to, you know, live with the feetless dream, but oh, look at her! Oh my goodness!
That's so cool. The thing is, when they're done with the cosplays, I guess they can just put it on a mannequin, and then it's like a life-size statue that they have in their home. You know what I mean? Like, imagine posing a mannequin as Wisp. That'd be sick.
And we have a wonderful prize.
We really like this cosplay because of use of a lot of different materials, some excellent modeling and molding, and really just showing a lot of different skills.
Incredible. And Sam with the
Well deserved.
check.
If you're comfortable.
Thank you, Sam. And congratulations.
There it
Pat,
is.
Again.
The yellow Crocs.
All right.
My
A
man.
little screenshot. Beautiful.
They didn't all follow, but okay.
Awesome.
Heck yeah.
All right. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's get you to just wait right behind us here, Wisp. Thank you so much.
All right, and I have the honor of presenting.
How did I notice the yellow Crocs?
We're so good.
I'm a Croc fan.
Okay.
I can spot them a million miles away.
All right, so I have the honor of announcing second
I love
place,
her jumper.
and they're going to win $3,000
Or sweatshirt, whatever you want to call it.
This beautiful medal, and the winner for second place is Mesa.
Oh, cool.
Taya with the Mesa Presidio.
Woohoo! That is so cool.
This is such a beautiful costume. Needlework is such an old discipline, and you have mastered it beautifully. Every stitch was immaculate. Congratulations.
Aww. See, like, I like that the comments are
Sam,
about
it's your time
the
to shine.
technical prowess.
She
Talking about how
became a
great her
pacifist
needlework is.
After winning. Your giant check. You can't forget that. Wonderful.
Woo!
All right, one last round of applause for Taya. Yay! Alligator stand right
It's
here.
gotta be Flair. Surely.
Gun down.
Here we go.
All right. Sweet. First place. Oh.
You've been waiting for the first place winner. Who do you think it is? Who do you think it is?
I don't know.
It's Flair.
I like how they're like, we all know. Like the Flair was on another level. Mr. Gabs. I'll DM you later, by the way. Woohoo! It's like looking in a mirror.
Well deserved. You have excellent taste.
Oh, that's so cute. That is like that. Just
Congrats! Woo! Sam, we got a check. The Giga check, I believe, is what it's called.
there it is. I'm so curious to know how much it costs them to print that check. Like that check's got to be by itself quite pricey, no?
Can you fit that in your suitcase?
She doesn't have hands.
Congratulations. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's
Yeah,
take a look at our
I figured that Kaz
winners.
came up with a design.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
perfect that it worked out that way.
There is an incredible amount of talent that showed up on stage, and I do not envy you guys for having to make the decisions. Everyone who competed, whether non-competitive or not, should be incredibly proud of all of their work. So in addition to our cash prizes, we do have some bonus awards. We
Ooh.
have 5 to vote. The winners will go home with a medal made by Hoku Props and some digital goodies. So to start, we have
I wonder if
Bombastic
Hoku Props do
Performance. This award recognizes
Like if
a
they
cosplay
sell
with an
stuff
outstanding
on,
on-stage
like, Etsy
performance. And so it's
or
no
their own
question
website.
that I went to Baruch Doen from Shiwani.
I think it'd be so cool to have like a Warframe weapon prop.
Thank you. Oh, they might not have heard me. It is very
They
quiet
sure
back
do?
there,
Really?
believe it or not.
Damn, I might have to look into that.
Baruch. You guys sound like dogs.
You mean a Rubico?
Baruch.
Well, Vectis Prime
Do you think
might be
your
a new
bonus hands can
contender
hold
because
it?
of the upcoming
No,
Incarnon.
we'll give it to you in person.
Like, have you seen the Vectis Incarnon, guys? You headshot people and it explodes everything around them.
This is you.
Like that's so cool.
Oh
Like I legitimately might replace the Rubico
All right, our
Prime.
next category is for
With a
Ostron
Vectis Prime.
Ingenuity. That's a hard word to say. Who do you think it could be? Yeah? Yeah, I've heard it. All right. It's a Grenier Manic.
Still means you got. How dare you? You're so mean to me. I'm hoping for a 40k Boltor and Carnon. Oh, don't. That would be so cool. Imagine a Warhammer 40k Warframe collab. Just like some cool skins inspired by 40k.
I love all your
Ah,
faces. Beautiful.
Take my
Every
money.
face is beautiful.
give me a bolt gun. That's what I'm saying, man. That'd be so good. What's the final?
The next one is for Solaris Craftsmanship, my favorite category. This award recognizes skilled craftsmanship when constructing their cosplay. Proud to announce it to John Prodman.
I was going to say the guy with the camera. Yeah, had to be him. Including the cameras inside and making a VR headset is like, that's so extra.
Guys, this helmet's so cool. Can you show them the inside of that thing real quick? It's crazy how well it's engineered. Yeah, I wish you guys could see that. Okay, I'll move on to my turn.
Zoom in! Come on,
All right,
camera.
So I'm super excited to announce the next winner, which is the winner of the Orakin Gold. This award recognizes an exceptional cosplay in the non-competitive category. And based off of just the sheer
Please be the stalker. Please be the #1 dad. If it's not, I'm not going to complain about who wins, but I'm crossing my fingers for stalker dad.
audience's reaction to this person's costume. Stalker, will you please come on out here? What a great response, everyone.
Yes!
Stalker.
Stalker. Here he comes. He's on the toilet. he's changing a nappy at the minute.
Give him a second, okay? There is a lot of people backstage, so apologies. He's got to get through the crowd.
There's a sea of people.
I spy with my one eye. Ooh, there he is, Stalker!
That is such a good cosplay. I think someone shouted daddy, yeah.
So
There was a couple
last
people.
bonus prize is the Avocat's Choice Award. This award recognizes a cosplay chosen by the judges as just a strong overall entry. Let's hear it for Cammy, Soulframe Envoy.
Oh, cool. Woo!
Congratulations. Yes, let's take a look at all of our bonus award winners.
Hell yeah. Oh, seeing their face smile. Oh, gonna get you.
Because we had nearly 40 entrants this year, I was told by stage staff that we cannot have them all on stage. So let's give it up for our non-competitive cosplayers one last time so they can hear you backstage. And let's have a look
One
at
day,
all of
sign,
our
one day.
competitive cosplayers, get everyone remaining on stage, just so we can get one final look at all of our wonderful entrants. Alrighty.
I'm well excited for this year's then. I'm trying to think of what new cosplays might be at this year's. Imagine like a
Squish in,
Caliban
get some
Prime.
room for everyone. I know, Wisp. We gotcha. Maybe 2 lines.
Or Adis?
Just so we can see you all.
yeah.
Look at this incredible talent. This is
Oh,
just a
yeah, that would be
snippet
cool.
of the amazing community. Oh, I'm gonna cry.
Does anyone know off the top of their head if DE ahead of time? Because I know Blizzard did this for an expansion. They got in contact with a couple cosplay artists and gave them like a design sheet for characters that were yet to be announced. Devil's Triad. So did people turn up to this year with Devil's Triad? DE requested 3 cosplayers to make the Devil's Triad. DE does... Oh, cool. Cool. I wonder if they've done something similar this year then, where there are some cosplayers out there right now diligently working on some brand new cosplays for this year's contest. Or, this year's TennoCon. But the characters come in this December's update. You know what I mean?
Come on. Ah!
Yes, let's keep the applause going.
Oraxio would be cool. Oh, they didn't do them last year.
that's us
Okay, I
all.
see. I'm with you.
Oh my gosh, what a year. Thank you all so much. That is
Noko would
our
work?
cosplay contest for TennoCon 2025.
Imagine someone has, I don't know, like 2 young children and they get them to dress up as Sprodlings and then they dress up as Noko. Like, would that not be sick? I'll bring baby D20 along. I'll dress him up as a Sprodling.
Our cosplayers. To our incredible judges. The amazing people coordinating this backstage. We truly could not have done this without them. And everyone else at Digital Extremes. We'll see you in 30 minutes for the first ever Tenno concert. So, thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Right, we will watch more TennoCon stuff. We've got to watch the panel, the narrative panel. But I think before we dive into that, you guys have recommended I watch... what was it in my notes earlier? Warframe Cartoon Collection. Warframe Cartoon Collection. It's a 10-minute long video by Meshed. Hold on. Waiting for it to load? Okay, I think it's loaded. We should be good. Okay, here we go. 100 Days of Warframe.
Wake up, Tenno.
Oh, this animation is
Try
sick.
moving around. Take it slowly.
Yeah, that checks out. Yeah, that's how it feels.
An interesting creation, operator.
This will be a lot easier if you go undetected.
That happened to me so many times.
The alarms have been triggered. They know you're here.
Yeah. Clem. This is awesome. Haha, the middle finger.
Operator, did you know? Groovy. A deadly arsenal, operator.
Good choice. And look, they're keeping up. Oh.
You won't be able to get close to Alad B
Oh,
as
look
long
who it
as
is.
Zanuka is protecting him.
Is everyone gonna fail apart? That was cool. Wait. What? Fashion frame. Okay.
We must not be overcome by the flood. The infested. Yes.
The flood.
Definitely the infested.
Number one dad has appeared. That was cool. What is this? Hello, Andy. What's your favorite frame? Dante. I hope they play this at SGF later today. This will get people to play. I love their animation style. Warframe! That was pretty good. Watch TennoCon on Twitch. What year is this? 2020? Well, I'm a bit late. I'm a bit... I mean, you can tell it's old, because if we go back to the beginning... Where was it? You can tell it's old, because look...
This will be a lot easier if you go undetected.
No one plays Ember. Turbo hype story spoil. I didn't read it. That's cold. Sorry. Sorry.
All levels. Systems critical and failure imminent.
Hello again, Excalibur. Last time we met, I killed you. And the 11 times before that as well. Just face it. I will destroy you! You'll never defeat me!
Railjack destruction imminent.
Oh, sorry to interrupt. In the last dev short, Reb read a question where someone wanted the front artillery cannon to be usable from the pilot seat. And it came to light that she mentioned this to Steve when they first implemented Railjack. And he was like, nah. We're not going to do that. I'd love for them to make that possible. So you don't have to hop out when you're playing solo to go down, get in the forward artillery, shoot the ship, go back up. I'd play so much more Railjack if they changed that.
Initiated. Warning. Impact on Void Pocket imminent. Avoid at all costs. Or don't.
Excalibur, I told you not to keep grinding the Kuvalich!
He gets stronger every time he kills you. Just like we told you!
You're all just jealous of my mastery rank.
This is just like that time you hallway heroed in Survival.
Yeah! You'll never work with team! Like when we went Eidolon hunting and you ruined everything!
Damn right!
Wow, I've not done an Eidolon hunt in a while.
Guys, you all know the sword is my thing! It never fails!
It always fails!
You must learn to work as a team to succeed. Like Ace Squad. Those guys are so badass.
Ace Squad are so
They're the best team around!
Ace Squad? I hate those guys.
Gauss is... I still need to learn how to play Gauss.
Okay, well, apart from all that, what does Ace Squad have that I don't?
They put the team before themselves, unlike you.
This is BS. Do you even understand the weight of responsibility I have? These aren't just
Gauss is
missions
kinda
to
simple.
me. This is my life.
Might check him out later.
The total devotion to equipping my mighty blade with the rarest... Why is everything so red?
If you are quite finished, we have been enveloped by a void storm. Reality itself is in flux. Things are about to get weird.
How weird are we talking here?
How excited are you guys for new Railjack content? I'm so excited.
Really weird, I guess.
Yeah, same.
The void storm has now passed.
Oh, thank God that's over.
What was that team thing you guys were talking about again? I might be willing to give that a try.
That's so cool, but we've got a bigger problem!
Correction. Now the void storm.
I remember when I saw an aura worm doing the citrine event, and the amount of comments which were like, WTF, I never knew you could see an aura worm in there. And I was like, wait, is this something important? And then, of course, we saw them in Duviri.
Sensors have detected that the void storm has deposited.
Your Weebay, it might not be a loner railjack. Well, no, there will be a loner railjack, but Reb said there was like an 87% chance that it will ship with you being able to use your personal railjack. And again, isn't that testament to the fact that they listened to the players? I was fine using the loner. Oh, it was 89%. My apologies. But yeah, if you want to go in with your railjack, you can in solo. Yeah.
The vessel outside of the time stream.
Is that good?
Affirmative. We have rejoined linear time before your disastrous mission, enabling you
Reb
to
should
attempt
really
the
learn,
battle
never tell
again.
us the odds.
Dropping out of the void now. Prepare to engage the enemy.
Hello again, Excalibur.
Hello
Last
again.
time we met, I killed you. Just face it. I will get...
Yeah, we know already.
Let's do this, people! Bolt and Matt, get to those guns. Loki, keep us flying. We've got to make it to the galleon in one piece.
Raise the disruptor field!
The Kuva Lich ship has raised its disruptor field. Recommendation.
I do need to farm another Kuva Lich. I need the weapons.
Good ones.
It is very much Saturday cartoons vibe, yeah.
Disruptor field is down.
Now, where were we?
Knock loose. Enjoy.
Status report.
I hope you have a good time.
Where are those wretched frames?
Astra, yeah, I went with Volt. Volt is my favorite.
"12 times the charm." Time to go home. I have floofs to stack.
There we go.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, that's a problem. That was good. I enjoyed that. If you're working on MR, keep in mind that the intrinsics on Railjack give you MR. I don't remember if you have to overlevel the Railjack with Former, though. I don't know how my Railjack's looking, to be honest. I probably should check in. I'm going to wait for the new patch, I think, before I dive back in, because they're going to be making some incremental improvements to some of the base stats of certain mods for, or you know, pieces, ship parts for Railjack. So, yeah, I'm just going to wait for that, I think. Hello, Late Net Witch? Or Lane? I don't... Hello. How are you, Witch? Good to see you. Andy, a little beside the point, but seeing your Bioshock playthrough, I feel like you would really love the Arcane Studio games, Dishonored, Prey, Deathloop. And I have a lot of games lined up already. If you haven't already played those already, would you consider... Yeah, 100%. Prey is high up on the list. I did play Dishonored back in 2019, and I did it, you know, undetected, pacifist. I love Dishonored. I probably could play it again for, you know, and it would be relatively new to me because it's been so long. But yeah, I'll definitely check out Prey. I know a lot of people have recommended Prey. The fact in Railjack is that you can get into these Corpus missions and stomp about in your Necromech is just fun. A Necromech? I probably should make one of those. John, thank you. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk as well. For those who are waiting for the Cyberpunk playthrough, the reason it's been so delayed, I won't talk about this too much, is we're having, well, I'm having the garage outside turned into an office, and that was meant to be done at the end of March. It still isn't done, but it should be done by the end of next week. So end of next week, I'm going to hopefully move all of my stuff out there so then my son can have this as his bedroom. And then once I'm out there, the plan is to start doing the Cyberpunk playthrough. So we're nearly there, but it's taken a while. So sorry, but yeah, you got that to look forward to. So yeah. Anyway, there was a video that I saw the other day, and I thought, oh, maybe we'll watch this on stream together. I've not watched it yet. I don't know if I'll go male or female V, Leaf. I don't know. I don't know if there's a preference. If people think the VA on one of them is better than the... Who is showering me in magma piss? What is happening here? What are you doing up there? What is happening? What's happening? Drax says you shouldn't have told me that. You shouldn't have told me that. Hi, Andy. Did you realize they spell labor with the British Canadian U, but they don't with armor? There's no way. Hold on. I need to go check this right now. One moment. Rue, yeah, you didn't hear nothing, buddy. What are you on about? Rue, how are you? Rue, I was very happy to see. I think it was on Blue Sky the other day.
I will march into the hooded woman's judgment hall and make her give you back.
Cool. Rue, what trading cards do you collect? You into Pokemon? Magic the Gathering? What's going on over there? I need to know. Desperately. What was I going to do? Armor. If I go over here, let's have a look at my stats. There's no way. Oh, it is! There's no U! It's just armor. No. No! What is this? Oh, this is devastating. You shouldn't have told me. Yang, hello there, buddy. Welcome on in. How are you? Is this the new Orbiter window? No, I can show you what the new Orbiter window is, if you'd like to see it. All cardboard, I play Magic and collect both Magic and Pokemon, since it's something Charlie and I can do together. Oh, Rue, that's awesome. That is really cool. I feel like I need to bring my Commander deck along when I make the trip. I don't know if we'll be able to squeeze in a game or if you even play Commander, but I'd be down. Okay, Orbiter, let's go. I want to go show you the new window, because you guys are like, is this the new Orbiter window? No. My new obsession is this here, this reflection on this Stalker poster. It hurts me. Like, I know. I know. I thought, oh, this would be a great place to put my Stalker poster, and it's, well, yeah, anyway. Are you open to video recommendations, or is the list full? I'm open to recommendations, yeah. No, they won't. I'll have to check then. I'll have to check and look into the performance and stuff. Yeah, sure. I'm looking forward to it, Nog. Yeah, it'll be good. Who's the commander for your deck? I've got too many commander decks to even get into, but my favorite one is I've got a Meren of Clan Neltoth Golgari deck. I have the Y'shtola Precon from the Final Fantasy Magic the Gathering collaboration. I also have the Hobbit deck from the Hobbit Precon where you basically just feed your hobbits and they get really powerful, and I love it. It's a really cool theme. I also have a werewolf deck, which I made after their third Innistrad set, which I really like. So, time to update my Ishin deck? Yes, Rue. That's what I like to hear. Karlov of the Ghost Council. I love Karlov. I don't have him, but I would love to get a Karlov deck. Andy, when are we going to play Commander? Lizzie? Tonight. No, I don't have the time. But soon, Lizzie, 100%. What was I going to do? Oh, videos. We're going to watch another video, weren't we? But first, I did want to quickly swap over to Gauss. Now, it says Gauss Prime level 30, but I stress that was me going into one Sanctuary Onslaught for about 15 minutes. And then I hit max level. I have no idea how to play Gauss, but we'll come to that in a moment. We'll come to that in a moment. I just thought I'd be preparing myself to play as him. I got the FF10 MTG deck from a friend. Never played Magic before. Mr. Simo, maybe we can play it on Discord. And for anyone else, because I know a few of you have just asked. Oh, don't forget the Excel trip. Good point, Remley. If anyone would like to play Commander, you don't have to do it in person. There is a wonderful web app called Spell Table, and I believe it is an official, Magic the Gathering site. And basically, you grab your webcam, point at your desk, load in the Dante loadout. Thank you for pointing that out. Load into Spell Table, and then when you put your cards on the table, people in your lobby can hover over the cards in Spell Table, and it'll pop up and show you what they do, and it's really, really cool. Great bit of kit. Anyway, Gauss. Let's try this again. Gauss. Then we'll go down here. We want the Exceltra, which of course is one of my other favorite weapons. What new weapon do I have down here? What did I unlock? I've got the Heat Dagger. That's level 0. Yeah, we'll equip that. I've been doing a little bit of crafting here and there, but I think most of this is still going to be max level. The Axe Stiletto, the Arca. We'll get the Arca in there. Cool. Again, I'll sort this out properly later. I'm not going to play him right now. I've got a couple more videos to watch. Belatedly, Nightwind, how are you? Lovely to see you. Tabletop Sim. Yeah, like if you're not in a position to have these decks to hand, Tabletop Sim is a great alternative to play with friends. So, yeah. Gauss loves duration. Okay. We'll play Gauss in just a moment. There was one video I was going to watch that I mentioned earlier, and it was by the lovely Tactical Potato. It came up in my sub feed the other day, and I thought, oh, we'll save that for when I go live on Friday, because I've not seen it yet. I think it's like a sort of tongue-in-cheek, jokey video about what your Warframe main says about you. I don't know. It might be his own interpretation of it. I don't really know, but we can look at that later. Watch the rest of the videos too. Yeah, we've got other videos to watch. Don't worry. Please watch the Amelia Tyler video. Okay, let me find that. Amelia Tyler reads Eleanor lines, I'm guessing. That'll be enough. Unless someone happens to have a link to it. Obviously, all that comes up for me right now is Amelia Tyler doing her work in Baldur's Gate 3. It's during the narrative panel. Oh, okay. Let's watch the narrative panel then. Warframe. Oh, no. TennoCon. Narrative panel 2025. Narrative of Warframe full panel. Okay. I've not tried Ivara yet. We'll try Ivara maybe later. There's so much happening today. Hi, Andy, I have a question that's around spoiler territory for Second Dream, but I'm not sure if it's okay to ask it here. You're okay to ask. Yeah, I'll be fine. Go for it. Okay, I see. And thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, gotten. If they announce it, then sure, I'll play it. Why not? But they're not going to. Right, let's get this up. All right, there's the video. Let me get back into Warframe, mute that. Let's go. Narrative panel. Hosted by Corey, who will be hosting this year's, Kat Kingsley, Adrian Bott, Ryan Mole, and Amelia Tyler. We definitely don't have Kat and Adrian in chat right now. Definitely not. Nah.
Hello,
Here we go.
Tenno, here, there, everywhere. Those of you joining us
there,
in
and
London,
everywhere.
those of you watching online across the globe, welcome to the first of its kind, first main stage Warframe narrative panel. Can we pop off for that? Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was
we can
that
do a little
first
pop-off.
year, doing it last year.
My name is Corey Van Den Hoogenband. I'm a community manager here at DE. Today I'm your host / moderator for a 50-ish minute presentation going over the lore of Warframe, the universe, the quests, the characters. But let's be real, you're not here for me, you're here for the panelists. This is the dream
Don't
group
sell
of people.
yourself
If you were
short.
going to be talking Warframe, you'd want this couch. So without further ado, let me introduce them to you. I am joined by Warframe's lead writer, the keeper of knowledge, the void tongue specialist, Adrian Bott.
Hey, Tenno.
Woohoo! Adrian! Adrian?
Next, our principal writer, the mad scientist behind the Kim system, Kat Kingsley.
Hey, kiddo.
Woohoo! Come on!
Then, lead narrative designer, a man who has named so many weapons that he can't keep track of them, Ryan Mole.
Good day, everybody.
Good day, Ryan.
And you know her as the voice of Eleanor Nightingale in Warframe 1999, Amelia Tyler.
Well, hello, darlings.
Hey!
So, the aim of the panel today is really twofold. Of course, first, it's going to be a deep dive into the universe of Warframe, the characters, the quests, but also for anyone out there who is maybe an aspiring creator or storyteller, we'd like to kind of offer an insight into the craft of
awesome.
writing, but also recording, acting, directing, as it's all intertwined. So that's our plan. I have a spoiler policy that I'm about to share today, and that policy is we will be spoiling the game. So we're covering everything up until Isle Weaver. Yeah, we're going to be big chatting. Let's see. I'm going to start by asking you about characters. And because we have Amelia here, of course, I want to talk about Warframe 1999. We debuted the Hex at TennoCon 2024, and that update had the largest kind of cast of ensemble characters we ever brought to a Warframe update.
Yeah, I guess so.
I just want to ask in general, what was it like delivering that cast?
Frankly, amazing. But one of the things that we wanted to make sure of was that when the player arrives on the scene, the sort of status quo between the members of the Hex is very much established and intense. So we did a lot of work into setting up the relationships, the grudges, the attitudes, all of that kind of history that they had between them, so that when the player kind of turns up on the scene, there was a kind of powder keg ready to explode. But we did a lot of that kind of detailing of who the characters were by using a technique that I picked up from a guy called Andrew Ellard, who is an advisor on scripts in the UK. He worked as a Red Dwarf consultant, amongst other things.
Oh, wow.
And love Red Dwarf.
Yeah.
Yep.
Red Dwarf is good.
But one of the things that you do, which seems kind of counterintuitive, is you don't kind of start out by detailing who is the character in themselves. You describe them from the point of view of the other characters. So it's not like necessarily who is Arthur, but what does Owie have to say about Arthur? What does Quincy have to say about Arthur? And because of that, you get away from this idea that there is any kind of a sort of single objective view, and instead you build up this kind of subjective web of relationships between the characters that is incredibly fruitful.
Yeah.
And that really, really helped us. I mean, the design of who the hex were going to be.
I was going to say, it comes across so much. Again, when you first arrive there, you feel like, again, as Adrian said, like a powder keg is about to explode. Like, you can feel the tension between each of the characters. And then, of course, through the Kim system, we are allowed a more focused version of their own interpretations of one another, you know? And getting to feel those pre-existing relationships slowly, you know, come to the forefront as you get to know each individual person better. Not only do you get to know them better, but then, of course, it shapes your own, I suppose, interpretation of who the others are through their eyes.
Kind of began at the concept art level with the astounding art that we saw. We didn't initially know which Warframes are going to be proto-framed. And so we kind of learned as we went along, and their background kind of filled itself in as well. But it really also helped intensely when they were cast. I mean, I remember when Arthur was first introduced, Reb and I had a discussion about him and came up with the kind of key phrase of a paladin in Kevlar. And he existed as a concept, but then when we heard Ben Starr delivering the dialogue from Whispers in the Walls, and we heard that sort of gritty warmth and exhaustion come through, I instantly knew a lot more about the guy, what he'd been through, and all of that.
Well, we also have, yeah.
I think Ben Starr is perfect in that role.
So again, the voice behind one of those characters is here with us, Amelia.
Is she?
What can you tell us about your journey with Warframe and with Eleanor?
Oh, God. I didn't know it was for Warframe when I first got the audition, so I got the audition sides. And when you're an actor, it's a death knell to fall in love with a character when you audition for it, because you do a lot of auditions, and more often than not, you won't get the part. So that's, if you fall in love with it, you're doomed. That's the death of self-esteem and joy. And I read this audition brief, and I was like, oh no. Oh no, I'm doomed. Because this is going to be that one where I audition, and it'll be the one that got away, and I'll watch somebody else do it and go, oh. Because she seemed so in depth, and there was a lot of me to it. There's a lot I could identify with, and I was excited about trying to bring that to life. So I sent the audition off, and then was like, didn't hear back. Okay, I'm just going to go cry in a corner. And then I stopped crying because I got an email. It was amazing.
That's good.
But we fleshed the character out a huge amount after that initial audition, and Adrian did such a phenomenal job of writing for my voice. Once we'd done that first recording session, like, it's me. That's me. If anybody's met me at this event.
I've mentioned before, and I don't know if Adrian was here, so I'll mention it again, but something which really surprised me is how the voice and tone of each character is, one, so well written, and then two, of course, so well delivered by each of the actors. And the Hex is, you know, considering it was Warframe's first proper ensemble where there are these pre-existing relationships between them, for a first go, I mean, there's not a single member of the Hex who I have not fallen in love with because of a union of great writing and great voice acting. Like, all of them. To begin with, I thought Amir might really irritate me. But I think Amir's like one of my favorites, right? I thought, oh, he's going to be too hectic, too energetic for me, but he's so endearing. He's such a sweetheart, exactly. And I imagine, just to quickly interject again, I imagine a lot of people, similar to myself, probably know Amelia most from, of course, her role as the narrator in Baldur's Gate, which I think when I beat Baldur's Gate, we were having a discussion about who our favorite character was, and I said the narrator for me. The narrator was what made the game. So when I heard her voice in the Hex as Eleanor, I was like, hold on a second. Well, who is she in Divinity Foils? Because I played Divinity Original Sin 2, not Divinity Original Sin 1. No. Was she? Well, there you go. There you go. Malady is like probably one of my favorite characters from Divinity. So, Luna, I'm glad you're having a similar moment of, whoa, hold on. What happened here? I remember when you got flashbanged by a mirror in the Vault skin menu and you recoiled. Yes. Yes. I didn't even think about that, though. Like, I didn't think, oh, I've been spoiled about proto-frames. I thought, oh, that's interesting. They've made a human skin for a Warframe. I wonder why they've done that. I never really connected the dots. Anyway.
Not far off, is it?
She is an Hades
like
too.
Father Tongue
yes.
and the brother. It's that's basically me. So it's at the point where I can sit on my couch, and I have sat on my couch just sight reading the Kim system, and it's effortless because he's captured my voice. It's, you know,
yes.
I pride myself on my sight reading, but it's not that good. You know, that takes an amazing relationship with writer and director and team as a whole. I think it's very easy to make this kind of thing when you like a character just about the actor, and really, we're just the face of it, we're the voice of it. It's a team effort. It's finding that way of communicating together and building a character collaboratively.
Of course.
It is kind of wonderful because we were given that opportunity with actually with all of the hacks. They really did become that third partner in the dance. And so much of the voice actors backfed into the Kim system with Amir and Quincy and Eleanor, and like it backfed into so much of the characters and the personas because you all brought so much life to what otherwise would have just been words on a screen.
Of course,
I've learned so much about Eleanor from reading the Kim system. A couple of times I've been like, oh, thank God I got that right. That changes everything.
There's always a point when...
Sneaky slides.
Ryan,
do we jump ahead? Okay.
You got something, Ryan? Let's hear it.
Yeah, I was going to say that there's always a point in between when we have the writing on the page, but we don't have a voice actor yet. Yeah. And it's a nebulous kind of voice in your head, and you think, oh, it might sound like this or this. And then once you find that person, once you find that actor and that voice, and then you can hear it. And so when we have the auditions, and then maybe we'll do our first voice session, and from that point on, the writing changes. It becomes so much easier because you can hear that person talking to you. And
I think that actually does tie in perfectly with, I think, what you were just about to show.
You can put that on there.
Yep.
Yes, so I am about to share with you all a very...
Before they show it, I was going to say, I imagine a lot of you might say similar, but when I watch, or when I read the Kim, I read it in their voice. And it is effortless. Like, it's so easy to just imagine Amelia Tyler as Eleanor chatting to me in the Kim system.
Confidential document. This is a look at a casting sheet, an audition sheet for the early days of Warframe 1999. This is what the actors foresee, and this is really, I guess, some of the first Eleanor writing that's made its way onto paper, right?
Yeah. This is the initial sort of putting together an idea of who Eleanor is from kind of source material in my head. So it's not to say that we are deliberately aiming to sort of imitate tropes that already exist, but it is saying that this is kind of the hinterland behind who the character is in my head. So
it really helps.
Oh, good.
The Evelyn in The Mummy was really helpful for me because it could have gone too serious.
Yeah.
That showed that little hint of humor and bisexual nightmare.
Well, speaking...
You've all watched it, I see.
Speaking of humor, I'm going to need somebody to explain this next slide to me.
Foil's same, yeah.
Oops, actually, this is a sweet slide. There's one more.
Oh, yeah. That's the one where this never made it into the final game because it's just a prototype. But when we're putting together what we call the casting sheet, it's the first time we ever get to write dialogue for that specific character as opposed to just thinking about what they might be like. And so we knew that the Kim system was going to be a thing, that there was going to be romance in the game. And so one of the first things I tried to tackle, which I thought we were going to have to hear from the various different candidates for Eleanor from, was how a telepath approaches becoming intimate with another person, and what that might look like, and what a sort of declaration from that person saying, yes, me too, I'm on board with this. So, anybody that wants to use this for fan fiction,
Please. And if you want to do art of it, feel free. This was a phenomenal piece of writing, though, because it told me so much in so little. And there was that lust that, she does not shy away from her sexuality or joy. But there's a vulnerability to this of yes, I want this, I want you, but I have seen this go wrong before. I can see all the ways that you could say you're fine with this and then not be fine with this, so I need to know. It's not just a consent thing, although that is very important to her throughout. It's also a vulnerability thing of somebody who desperately wants to be able to confide in somebody and be vulnerable.
Yeah.
But...
Oh, save that for the next one.
Yeah.
Let me ask you.
I couldn't hear what they
Let me
said.
ask you about this line.
Oh, God.
Someone
I
please
got you,
explain.
fam.
Pat, are you taking this?
No, I'm said wait for the next one. They were saying read it.
You want me to read it?
Oh, they did, yeah.
Do you?
Here we go.
Amazing. This is my life now. Okay. So this is mid-battle, right? This is like a kind of trying to get one up on somebody?
Kind of. This is me, again.
This is what our process was in the booth, actually.
It is, yeah.
Tell
This
me.
is what would an incredibly potent telepath who is used to thinking outside the box and thinking in unconventional ways, and who absolutely, has this tendency to say exactly what she is thinking. How would she get out of a situation where she was completely unarmed and somebody had a gun on her and the team and was threatening them? What lateral thinking strategy would she use to get out of it? What telepathic sort of suggestion would she plant in someone's head? Because you're not going to just necessarily say, shoot yourself. That is too big and obvious and too easily resisted. But if you can kind of gently suggest to somebody...
that there's something distracting going on. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hold the laughter till the end, please. I have trouble enough doing my job as it is. Okay. Your balls are itching. You have to keep the gun on me, but dear God, it's like spiders are crawling all over them. Jesus. It's the infestation. It's got to be. No good. You're going to have to scratch.
That's so good. That is so good.
Mark that
Incredible.
as a take.
Thank you.
There is actually this, I can't remember the spell, maybe someone will remember for me, but in Dungeons & Dragons there is, it might even be called suggestion, and you can use it in a similar way, where you can't just ask someone to do something, but if you're clever with it, kind of like that, then you can get them to do something.
Could have been Araxia's 4, honestly.
So not
Itchy balls?
Oh
not
my
so many people know
God.
this, but Amelia, you did play 2 characters in Warframe 1999. Let's play a clip.
Many friends.
So you're both characters
Wow.
in that scene. What was
I am, yeah.
That's some
what was
range.
the story there?
Well, I started the recording session. We recorded all of Eleanor's stuff for that batch. And then Adrian went, so, we've got another character in this scene. And we just thought it would be cool if you could do it. We don't know if you can, but we thought we might try it. Would you be up for trying it? can you do this sort of thing? And I was like, I have never. What, so you're death metal Planet of the Apes? Okay.
Well, that's a good way of describing
I don't know. Let's see. And if it's
Death
crap,
metal
don't
Planet
use
of the
it.
Apes.
All right. Okay. I was like, yeah, I think I can do it. I think it'll be fine.
Bloody hell! Whoa! I was not expecting that.
So thank you for helping me
was
learn
incredible.
a new skill that I can't put on my CV.
I mean, it was Steve's suggestion.
Thank you, Steve.
We kind of ran with it. I thought you were going to die.
I mean, she did.
Hyperventilating. Yeah, okay, but the prelate did. But I was deeply, deeply worried in that recording session.
Well, bless you.
Thank
for
you.
caring about
Is she
me, but I was
hyperventilating in
fine.
there?
I have another highly confidential document to share today. This is a world-building Bible.
Ooh.
Can somebody explain to me what a world-building Bible is?
Yeah, so the World Building Bible is a crucial piece of document that we use basically so we can remember what we've done. So this is where we track all of the context and lore to the game, whether or not it even makes it into the game that you guys see. It is everything from legally distinct corporate names to when and how people show up to 1999, to the different seasons and how they work, to people's backstories. Like this is Eleanor's backstory. It's all of her information and how we built her character. And so how she was sort of like built, and it's a living document. So as things are made and edited and changed, because things develop as you're writing a character, we're constantly going in and adding and changing and rewriting and going, oops, well, this fact about how Intrati showed up was, whoop, we're going to redact that and change it. And so it's an internal document. It was also used extensively when we did the animation. And so that was used for when we did that. It also has the concept art, which heavily features into how when we were building the Kim system, like the body paint there was used for the Kim systems for, writing that backstory. And so all of that is kept in one place so that people don't have to pore over all of that Kim dialogue or all of these scripts to try and figure out and piece together from some other dialogue or series of fan YouTube videos of what is actually going on, for better or worse. So yeah, that is basically what we try to keep up to date as much as possible for our own sanity, if nothing else. And this is a little bit more of like the background information of how we created Eleanor. And so for example, you can see that we created things like such as what might seem silly and trite, like a lunch option.
Yeah.
It's so perfect. That's so perfect for her. It sums her up in food because it like starts out very well-meaning.
Well, I think it
very
says
healthy,
a lot about
and
somebody,
curious
doesn't it?
lack of meat for somebody who kills people with her tongue, and then just gives up at the end and has a flapjack. And that's me, really. That's every day of my life.
Because it's like, who are you when no one's looking?
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah,
the way
absolutely.
to think about a character, is like, what do you do and who are you when no one's paying attention?
Exactly. Something like this gives us the interiority of a character and lets us explore who they are through things like, a category you don't see here is, it sounded absolutely ludicrous, but I said, okay, which dog breed would each of the characters be? If they were a dog, stuff like that. And
I think there's been fan art of that now, hasn't there?
Not of that directly, but other people got the same place.
I kind of want to know, honestly. Tell me.
They were shockingly accurate.
See, curiously, for me, like, as much as I'm enjoying this from, the perspective of a Warframe fan, I do a little bit of creative writing. I do Dungeons and Dragons dungeon mastering, and, I do world building, and I'm really enjoying this from just a creative perspective of learning how to develop characters. Again, I really loved what Adrian said earlier about, instead of writing who somebody is, write what other people view them as, to gain a better understanding of who they are as a whole, as opposed to one individual account.
Also things that don't necessarily make it into the quest, but maybe unwind through the Kim system. There's this character, Christopher.
Yeah, so this was interesting to me because, for example, it's amazing how much we can work in after the fact. So Arthur's artwork has the skana with the red bandana tied on it. And for a soldier to carry a sword with a big red flag on it is a giant shoot me sign. And Arthur's a very military, serious, down-to-earth, brass tacks kind of guy. So that had to be incredibly emotionally important to him. So we worked together on how this could be woven into his story. And so Arthur had one half of it, and then Eleanor had the other half of it. And it became this sort of amazing thing that you can unlock between the two characters' Kim systems. And it would just became this like amazing way to like intrinsically have this. And this is again something that's all kept within that world building Bible.
Right on. I think it's time to talk romance and more about the Kim system.
Ooh la la.
So we've talked about, oh, here we go, yeah. We can chat over this clip. We've talked about on dev streams the book's worth of dialogue that went into 1999. How on earth did y'all handle this?
Well, okay, so the stats that we've recently, well, is it, yeah, no, not yet.
Yeah, we'll come back to the stats.
So how did we handle it? One spaghetti noodle at a time. So branching dialogue is a lot. It is a exponential curve, and
I can't
it is so
imagine
much
how
fun, though, and
complicated
I
it
think
is.
about it as sort of unwrapping an onion. People are like an onion. You know them in layers, and it was interesting because Warframe's syndicate system was very easy to sort of piggyback off of, and automatically think about it as, okay, so every time you rank up with these characters, you're getting a little bit deeper into their personality, and you're getting deeper into the groove with them, and you're sort of going further into their stories. But the characters are just so deep and rich and interesting. And as we got to work more with the voice actors, and they brought so much life to it, they were just so rich and interesting and amazing to work with. And I'm just so honored to be able to have like brought so much life to them.
Well, I think it was also, Kat, you were new to the team when you started. Like, you were brought on to do the Kim system, and you hadn't played Warframe up until that point. So you were going through Warframe, learning how to do it. And I remember having all these questions about the lore and all the history of the game, and you really took that into the Kim system. You put yourself in the sometimes in the shoes of the Hex characters, wondering what the Drifter did, and tell me about this origin system and what it's like in the future, and then vice versa for the Drifter in 1999. And you had those characters interrogate each other so that you could learn about Warframe.
There's a lot of self-teaching.
But it ended up bringing out so much new information about our game and about our world and our lore, and I think it clarified a lot of stuff for people that we couldn't do in the kind of storytelling we do normally in our quests and with our vendors and things like that.
Yeah,
So it really brought a new dimension to Warframe.
I think it's fair to say that Warframe has a lot of unreliable narrators of one kind or another. But one of the glorious things about how Kat handled the Kim system was that the Drifter has no need to be an unreliable narrator. The Drifter is trying to explain to the Hex, who are from a completely different time and background, what they have been through. And so in that extremely kind of distilled and human exposition of all this outlandish stuff that Warframe has to offer, it essentially functioned as a way for players who might have been a little bit more alienated from the lore and the backstory than we would wish to catch up with that.
Yeah,
I was seeing people come out of the Kim system knowing a lot more about the system and their particular role in it and what was going on than they had hitherto done. And that was just an amazing and unexpected kind of secondary consequence of this.
The whole thing was just phenomenal, and such beautiful levels of detail that as actors we don't tend to get very often. And that really helps flesh out my understanding of who Eleanor is and why she does what she does, even if we never address it.
Yeah.
Even if it's never in the script.
I want to show a visualization that we put together to give you a sense of just how much dialogue was there. We have a short clip. Yeah. And Kat, do you remember the stats?
I do. And it's the reason why this video is glitchy is because this is a manual zoom out in Illustrator because every other software crashed. This is 240,000 words of dialogue.
This is all Eleanor.
280 conversations.
There's Letty on the right. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And 16,000 strings.
That's right.
So this is everything that is currently in the game. That is the Kim system visually represented. And yes, it crashed every single thing.
Wait, why is it moving? Did you... Did we check with Reb? Is this cool? Are we...
Spoiler policy, spoiler policy.
Spoiler policy. Cat explain.
That is right. There are going to be 3 new proto-frames.
Was this... Wait. Was this the actual announcement? Because obviously I wasn't watching. So is this the first? Yes? Oh, Cat, look at that. That's gotta feel special to hear a whole crowd of people light up in applause and excitement. That's awesome. Wow, okay.
And they are going to be dateable.
I love how that got the biggest response.
And you're going to meet 2 of them tonight.
Wow. Incredible. We are, we're going to move on to Quest, but I know, Kat, you wanted to say one last thing about the Kim system before we move on to Quests.
So I was hired on to do this primarily. I joke that I was Deus Ex Rebecca into this job via the weirdest LinkedIn message of my life. And when this was announced at last year's TennoCon, I was sitting in the audience and no one knew who I was or why I was here. And I lurked the Reddit like a champ, and I watched all of the commentary, and it was mostly jokes and 15% like, please, dear God, don't do this, and a bunch of people being like, let them cook.
Are we complimenting Kat's boots? I was going to compliment both Kat and Adrian on their jackets. Very stylish.
And when it came out, though, the community embraced it with an open mind and met it on an open playing field. And I do not know of another games community that would have ever done that. And I'm sorry, I'm tearing up. I do not know. I cannot explain how humbled and how honored I am to write for a group of people that embraces something like this in a freaking Space Ninja game.
Again, that's gonna be such a great feeling to see. It's Zach!
You rock.
Bottom left!
I will write for you all till the heat death of the universe until I'm able.
Woo!
Cut.
Thank you all.
You rock. You're the best. All right, let's...
You're the best, Kat.
Love you too.
Peace and love. I want to talk about quests.
Kat and Adrian are the best.
Retrospective about our existing quests.
Your level.
What came before. But I want to ask, how do you balance answering some questions while leaving others
I will also,
unanswered?
because I didn't get to pause and mention it during when they were talking about it, but using the Kim system as a sort of like wall to kick a ball against. So you fire off a question, hey, what's going on over here in Albania? And then they fire back with, tell me more about who the man in the wall is. Tell me more about the origin system, the Orokin. As a way to take a look at this picture, imagine like a jigsaw, and where there are these sort of like holes where there's nothing quite there at the moment, to be able to sort of like bridge through that gap and kind of put meat on the bone, which the community desperately wanted to have there, to sort of show, hey, we can be a bit, revealing here and talking more about the Orokin leadership and more about who exactly did this, who exactly did that. And you don't get those opportunities in the quests to do that. And that's why the Kim is so great. And I hope, I don't know, obviously I don't want to try and tease anything out of Adrian and Kat now, but I hope that the Kim system does live on with future updates and stuff beyond what we've seen, because it is so good for that reason.
Well, a lot of what we do in a given quest is very much a Rebecca-level decision, because we get to tell the story, but we do not steer the ship. So how much is revealed is, kind of fundamentally down to the creative director to say. That said, I think it's fair to say that we always need to leave the players, certainly on something like a main quest chunk, knowing more when they come out than they did when they went in.
Of course.
We've always got to keep incrementally kind of pushing the knowledge boat up the river.
Yeah.
But if we're going to keep on writing to the heat
Pushing the knowledge boat up the river. You can tell he's a writer. I love that. I mean, it goes to, even into some of these other quests, like there's... If you look at Jade Shadows, you learn so much about the Orokin Empire and Ballas and the state of the Origin system from playing that quest, though the core of it is this story of love and parenthood. But like, you read through those memory feathers behind Teshin, and you get to learn a little bit more about the Low Guardians. We still don't really know a whole lot about the Low Guardians, but being able to have that sort of just little teeny tiny piece begins to expand what is otherwise a shrouded era in the history of Warframe and the Origin system. Shade Shadows, yeah, when Zach called it Shade Shadows in primetime last night. That was funny.
Of the universe, which we are. We're going to need to leave some stuff unanswered for a while.
And it's so much more interesting playing a character like that, where there are still questions, where you don't get to the end and go, and that's the thing about me.
Exactly.
So I guess we don't need to be friends anymore. You know it all. It's so much juicier to have questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we
You
try
can't
to kind of
answer
charge
everything.
up the polls of unanswered questions and possible interactions, and let that charge build and let players' imagination kind of anticipate where it might be going. Because if we answered all the questions every time, you'd have nothing to write fan fiction about.
And fan fiction, yes, of course.
It's your imagination, your creativity, your response to what we're putting out there that is what vivifies the game and makes it live. So we need that to happen.
Yeah. Well, on that note, to what extent does the community influence future storylines, the direction of the game? I know people loved Call 175, and then came Veilbreaker.
Yep.
People loved Rusalka, and then came Isle Weaver. Is that, again, more of a Rebecca creative director?
Yeah, I think so. But, I mean, in terms of responding to community sort of ideas and reactions, I mean, going back temporarily to the Kim system, if I may, I wanted to have the Eleanor conversation about am I a minefield? Because a lot of people had felt, not everybody by any stretch, but some people were feeling like they were being not given a fair hearing by Eleanor when they were in the middle of a conversation. They said something that caused her to react in a given way, and maybe end the conversation there, which is how it was originally written, but a lot of what we do is about emotional connection and about emotional reaction. And you can't say that what you want is to make the players care, to make them feel something, and then ignore it when you get the reaction that you didn't expect or want or plan for. And I just thought in my head, look, if the players are feeling this way, or some of them, then drifters must logically be feeling this way too. What would Eleanor want me to do? She'd want me to incorporate that, to give her a chance to say a piece and to own it. And so that's what we did with the am I a minefield conversation. And if she hasn't been in your experience, you can say so. You do have the option of not going down that particular path. But that was very important to me, and I was very, very heartened to see that that particular thing got a positive response in the main.
And to go back to your original question, Corey, it's definitely something that's great about working on a live service game that updates as frequently as Warframe does, is that we get to, have that feedback from the community. We get to see what people are excited about. And then we get to improvise and go and do a new thing and build on it. We're doing what we're excited about, but we're also, catching all that energy from you guys. And that's really feeding back into what we're doing. I've worked on box games before that took 3 years to come out, and you don't know, is anybody going to like this? Are they going to like this part or that part? And it's so awesome to be able to
We're watching the narrative panel from last year's TennoCon. That's what we're currently watching. Luke, that is very exciting.
Ship something every couple of months and get that feedback and then iterate and improve on it every time. So I thank you all for that.
And you might hear some of the cast's ideas in interviews coming up, because we have been crafting thoughts. We need to chat.
We do.
So this is not a confidential doc. This has been on our website. But Warframe is in its 4th saga.
Yeah.
We have the Awakening, which covers Vor's Prize to the Arcwing. War Within Saga is Nata through the Sacrifice,
in the Void
New
War
War Saga,
aren't
Prelude
we?
to War through Duviri, Paradox, and now we're in the Void War Saga, which started with Whispers in the Walls and is going onwards, question mark?
Yes.
I mean, the indifference is still out there, so.
Very much so.
Don't look directly.
Isle Weaver is not the end of the saga. We're still,
God, no.
Yeah.
No, not by a remarkably long chalk. Just to put that out there, yeah.
I don't want to talk too much about it because I know we've got some rather distinguished guests in attendance right now. But do we think that whatever's going to be announced at TennoCon this year is going to be the end of the Void War Saga? Will it be the penultimate update in the Void War Saga? How many more years will it go on? I don't think it's going to end this year. I think this year might be like, if I had to guess right now, I think we're about 2 years out, maybe 3. I think it's going to be a while. But I think this is going to be a very important step that will arm us with what we need. Because you got to think, we're getting the puzzle pieces set in place, right? Like we've built the rapport now with the Hex. We've built the rapport now with the Devil's Triad. We're gonna build a rapport with whatever we encounter over in Tau. Which again, at the moment, I do think we're going to be allying. My own theory is we'll be allying with some sort of sentient resistance against who knows what. Nitok? Question mark? Who knows? Whether Wally will have, and I hate saying Wally actually, whether the Man in the Wall will have any presence in the story of what we're going to experience this year. I mean, who knows? It's exciting to wonder, though, isn't it? I think 2028 TennoCon will be showing the next arc of the story. Potentially, yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Unlikely, the Void War started with Whispers in 2023. Reb said during that TennoCon they had like the next 3 to 5 years lined up. Yeah. Like just thinking about, like we're not, I don't think we're in a position right now at least to be dealing with him. I think the Hex was obviously a big leap towards us understanding what we need to do to thwart him. But we're still, you know, it's like we're climbing Mount Everest and we're at base camp. We're now about to begin the ascent. We've prepared and we're now ascending the mountain. Yeah, we know it's Tau because they teased it last year. What will happen? Who knows? Who knows? We'll fight his brother Flory. My crazy theory about Nitok is that she's used continuity to become Ballas. Could you imagine? That would be insane. I don't think so, Venaris. I don't think so. Well, we'll see. We'll see. But I love that, you know, we're in a contained arc right now.
Got a lot more stories to tell. Honestly, I mean, we say the Void War, but there's always kind of a twofold set of things that are going on. There's the whole origin system situation with all the various adversaries that we've had in the past. You know, classic ones like Alad V is presumably out there still. Worm Queen is still doing her thing.
Yep.
There's Pazul, of course. And the Archons, yeah. It's nice to see that Pazul has his fans.
I was going to say.
Freaky guy.
Antonio's here somewhere.
But there's also everything on the voidy side as well. So, you know, what is going on with the indifference? And it was brilliant in Isleweaver
Hello,
to
Dad.
be able to show something which is pretty darned unique, which is the indifference working through a living human agent.
Yeah.
Because it can imitate, it can mimic. I'm not going to give away too much detail about exactly.
Dad D20, my wonderful, lovely father. I mentioned to the wonderful chat room here today that you've been playing Soulframe. Have you had an opportunity to play any more? I mentioned that you were trying to talk to me about it the other night, and I had to stop you because I didn't want any spoilers. But have you had an opportunity to play? I was telling again the lovely chat here that you've been playing it and you've been having a good time.
What the indifference is and does, God forbid. But Nessie's situation is kind of unlike others. We've seen the indifference mimic other people, as I say, including our own operator, including Entrati, including Lloyd. But
I still get jump scared on the
still
Orbiter.
Exists as an individual, and I think it's allowable to say that they're, despite Eleanor's fingers mentally having gone through Nessie's skull like wet chipboard, she's. I think
love that line.
Thank you. She is still there somewhere. I think personally.
Right on. So you sort of answered this already, but the Void War saga is ongoing. Listen, I'm not here to get anybody in trouble, but is whatever we see at Tenno Live a continuation of the Void War saga, a new arc?
Possibly speak to how it fits in, but it will, I think, seem like a natural and obvious continuation.
Cool.
He said awkwardly.
And diplomatically.
Is there any one quest or bit of story that you think is like important table setting for where we're going next?
I don't know that I can say, okay, in the next hour and a half, rush out, play these particular quests and come back, because people wouldn't necessarily have time to do that. No, again, I can't really give anything away about that, but I would say maybe brush up on old lore, Hunhau's line, "We severed worlds," and the implication thereof.
There you go. We got something.
Do I keep my job? Help.
All will be revealed. Anything else? I know we're in like dangerous territory, so I can move on if we don't
Do
want
I
to talk
keep my job?
any more quests. We can go talk about Universe.
Let's talk about Universe.
Let's do it. So I want to ask, what are the core principles, key tenets of writing for Warframe? So I'll give an example. I work on the TennoGen program, and we have this line, Cass has this line, which is weird first, cool second. Do you have any similar philosophy?
Weird first, cool second. Yeah. No, that's we don't say that, but that kind of sums up how we think about it as well.
Totally.
Cool.
Yeah.
One of the guiding tenets we got handed to us, down to us from Steve was drive it like you stole it.
Yes.
Really, like if
That's a Steve line.
He literally said that if it doesn't feel like it's dangerous, you're not pushing hard enough. And that's reflected a little bit in the way of writing Lizzie. I was like, oh no, I've created another Eldritch god in a form of an infested guitar. Okay.
As you do.
Cool. Roll with it. And I remember we were going through this, and he's like, are we writing checks we're going to have to cash? And I was like, yeah, but it's fun. And another
fair.
one was about making sure that through these giant, enormous space epics, where it would be so easy to lose yourself in just blowing up spaceships and just the enormity of it all, that we never lose that sense of human connection and the human story behind it, and that we are experiencing these through that deeper connection between people, because that's where you get these immense stories and that what really resonates with people.
Totally. I mean, I'm a lore nerd. I love it. I can obsess about it for weeks and happily to engage anybody in conversation about lore until the sun goes down. But one of the pieces of feedback that I got from Steve while doing quest design which was extremely important to me. And because I want to explain everything, I want to make sure that the player understands entirely what's going on. And Steve's kind of one-line response was more Kirk, less Spock. It's focus on the human connection, on the emotional impact, and make me care, and do not stress so much about getting everything to join up precisely. I mean, I'm very British in the way I approach things, and Kat's very much more American.
I'm sorry, you're British?
Yeah, sorry. Oh, God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be.
When?
Oh, my God.
But
This whole time.
You've been betrayed.
Sorry.
Case in point, I kind of fret about, is everything buttoned up right and everything in place and everything protocolically correct, and Kat is like, woohoo, bang! You know, screw it. Let's drive it like we stole it. And so, yeah, the team really kind of vibes well with one another in that regard.
Yeah.
We all bring something to the table.
And there's another thing that Steve, especially in the early days, would say about our game when we were a much smaller studio, where we didn't have the resources to do the kind of animation and big stuff, is that, you know, when the other games are going big, when they're going bombastic, we're going to go small, we're going to go human, and we're going to tell real interesting stories that grab you and bring you in. And I think that's what we've done every time. And even though now we do have all those resources, we still want to tell the small, intimate stories, but in a big setting.
Of course. I mean, even look at the next. Oh, look, Zach. Sorry, Zach. Didn't mean to catch you like this. I mean, even look at what the next update is. Jade Shadow's Constellations is at its heart a story about two brothers and a father trying to wrangle them. Like you could write that as like a byline, you know. Two brothers squabbling, father tries his best to end feud. And then you can put that in so many different settings, but the way in which it's being done in Warframe, of course, is in the space epic kind of way. I mean, they really nail having that personal connection, and it does ground you way more into the world than if you were just doing, you know, fighting like nameless enemies en masse, and you were dealing with these larger concepts which are beyond anything that we would be able to find tangible.
Well, Adrian, one thing you told me last week that had me cracking up is you said when Reb reads a draft and she comes to you and she says, "I hate you," as a compliment, that's mission complete.
I hate you brackets positive in one of the quest scripts I handled recently. It sounds awful to say it, but my kind of job description is making Reb in the first instance, because, you know, all writers have got a person that they write for in the first instance, their kind of audience, and so Reb is kind of mine. And I remember it was while we were creating Jade Shadows, the quest went through a lot of iteration. It ended up being very stalker focused, which is totally understandable, and there were some incredibly emotionally impactful kind of moments in that quest. But we had a lot of backstory and a lot of sort of stuff about how the Stalker Jade situation came to be that wasn't able to get showcased in the quest itself. And I wrote the Jade's Promise texts that are on the feathers in the relay.
Yes. Yes. I opened today by saying that I think the feathers are, dare I say, even more important than the quest. Like, I love those feathers.
They serve as a kind of memorial and a kind of blinding gush, because it was necessary to tell the story, in my view. I wanted her side of things to be heard. And I kind of sent this to Reb on spec one morning, and I said, I really want to do this. And she sent back, in all capitals, "Adrian, I'm crying and I can't stop."
If I remember correctly, that was like 4 days before it launched, too. It was like...
Wow. Yeah, because it got included after the event, Belly of the Beast, wrapped up. So there was, you know, a narrative kind of through line from the one thing to the other thing. And it was kind of implicit that Stalker had been to Larunda Relay and set that up while the players were all there. in his shadowy, stealthy way as he does.
There was a very frantic setup to get that all working in time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
I'll say again, though, I really do wish the game pointed you towards it. Because if I hadn't been told in my YouTube comments, I wouldn't have known it was there. I probably would have stumbled upon it. I really... just a message in the inbox, maybe from Stalker. Seek Teshin. I don't know.
It gets made.
But it was so... That's one of the things that, though, that is, again, speaks to live service, is you can do that in live service when you can't in, like, a box.
Of course, yeah.
Totally.
So we... Oh,
No, just saying that, you know, getting a response like "I hate you" is a positive thing, because if I leave people indifferent,
Be English. If we're not insulting you, we don't like you.
yeah, exactly.
True. It's true.
If we're polite, that's when you worry.
So there's 12, 13-ish years of world building at this point.
Yeah.
How are we keeping it all together? Are you doing okay?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we do our level best, and we really I mean, I personally enjoy, I think I speak for the team here, paying off stuff that's been baking for a long-ass time. You know, so there was stuff in...
Him saying that. Imagine how it's going to feel. Tao's been baking for a long time. This year's going to feel quite cathartic, I imagine.
Jade Shadows that referred back to the very earliest sort of Stalker lore as well.
Yeah.
Any time we can refer back to something that's been around for a hell of a long time and make players go, is that? Then, yeah.
Yeah, well,
I feel that.
We're a little ahead of schedule. There was the Grandma's Nabarus story, right?
Yeah, well, Grandma's Nabarus tale, yeah. I mean, to start with, how that...
It is Mag Prime Codex, isn't it, when it talks about the Tau suns, I believe. Or no. It's like an alien landscape. Alien sun, alien star. It's been a while since I've read it myself, but I did bring it up in the interview I had with Reb and Meg. So, yeah. I was just going to say, the Memory Feather segments, my favorite part is... I think it's one of the final lines when Jade is speaking to her unborn child about how one day she'll dip her finger into paint and paint a smiling sun, a house, a dog, and then she would be happy. And she promises that one day she'll get to have that moment. That really hit for me. That really hit for me.
The first couple of Nabarus stories, it was just basically like she popped up behind me and said, do you know, darling, I've got a very terrible story. And would you care to write it down for me? Because once, it's like Ryan said, once
I will hear
an
you
actor
laugh.
has been cast and you know their voice, they start talking inside your head. And often it's not so much writing as taking dictation. So that's exactly what happened. But people wonder sometimes, do we kind of leave little Easter eggs in the game, in the text, in the VO? Yes, oh hell, we do. Lots of it. And one of my favorite little points is in the very first Nabarus spooky story where grandmother is talking about the silent girl and says, with a little laugh, she skated away. And that one word, skated, carries a hell of a lot of weight. So I'll say no more than that. But
yeah, rock on.
Can I tell the... I've got a fun Easter egg.
Sure, let's hear it.
This is a double Easter egg. So,
a double?
And this one is... So, the expansion content for the Hex that came out with Isleweaver, everybody thinks that I'm put in an Easter egg for Quincy, where he is talking about Amir voicing the legally distinct Super Bruno's Brothers cabinet. However, this is a double Easter egg. Because this is actually reflective of a true story, for the voice actors, when Treve, the voice actor for Quincy, found out that Kevin, the voice actor for Amir, was actually the voice actor for Mario and Luigi and flipped out. Where are you guys?
Are they there? No way.
And like actually freaked out in the cab. And I heard this from our community person, Tatum, who was in, or PR, who was in the cab. And he told this to me and I was like, I am writing this into the game immediately.
They were in the audience?
Because that was just
awesome.
so, like, they've become like brothers to me in my head. And like being able to write that arc for them of just like the two, because Quincy was just, I was so terrified to write him at first because, I mean, look at me. And, oh, the fear. But once I could hear him in my head, he just became the most joyful person. And he became another persona that I could just, like, he just takes over. Yeah. And all of his dialogue in the original Hex was written in 9 days in that Kim system. And it just took over. He was just like, hey, I'm here now. You're just going to sit there and deal with it.
It's one of those things where you get so immersed in the moment-to-moment gameplay and reading through the Kim that's got to be quite challenging to write Quincy, who is so very clearly influenced by his home, his country, his circumstances. And to be able to put yourselves in those shoes, especially when you are half the world away. Like, I am British, if you couldn't tell. Not to surprise you, Kat, much like Adrian surprised you during this panel. And the amount of people in my comments when I was reading through Quincy, and the amount of people going, oh, wow, like, you really get the cadence of how he talks. And it's like, even for me, it's a little bit tough at times. Because just in the UK alone, and anyone in the UK will understand this, you drive an hour away and you've got a different dialect, you've got a different cadence. There's even different words used to associate different things. It is difficult to put yourselves in the shoes of people who are, county neighbours in the UK. I can imagine, Kat. Yeah. And again, you did a great job. And I would say this even if you weren't here.
And it was such a joy. It was just a joy and an honor to be able to write for that character.
That's the collaboration, right?
Yeah. And Treve has so much to thank for that.
Yeah.
Because I watched his recording sessions. I would listen to him talk. I would listen to his feedback on the multicultural London English and how that would be used and how that would factor into that culture. And I was just sitting there and I'm like, please give me more. Please give me more. And I would listen to every single one of his recording sessions. And I was like off camera and muted. And I would be writing while he was talking. And I would listen to every single one. And I was literally just absorbing Treve the entire time. And that became so much of Quincy himself.
But that's so important, especially for characters like that. That's a side of life that is not represented authentically in video games enough.
100%.
Honestly. And
agree.
It's so cool to see people embracing those authentic voices and wanting to learn to bring those to life rather than assuming.
I'm a frequent complainer of the fact that if you get a British person in a game or film, it's either the Queen's English dialed up to 11, Cockney, or then we begin just going for like a very, standard Scottish or Irish accent. So to be getting into like an accent like Quincy has and a vocabulary like Quincy has, even just him saying cuz, that threw me a bit. To be playing Warframe and then suddenly I'm being called cuz. I'm like, whoa. Like I went to school with someone who moved up from London to where I live. And he used, a lot of London vernacular, shall we say, London slang. And, again, I sort of picked it up through him. And then to be playing through Warframe, a game developed over in Canada, I'm like, wait, how do they know about this? What's going on here? Who told them about the sacred texts.
And just giving someone a script, you know?
Yeah.
And Shakespearean
he's
as
such
well,
a warm,
yes.
deliciously complicated character as a result, because Treve's got that warmth. Like, he's a human hug.
Yeah.
He is, and he's, I love him. And
Love
I
you,
just,
Treve.
Yep.
yes,
Yeah,
just
well, they're-
such a wonderful.
Yeah, shout out Treve. Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Elite speak.
Treve. I think also this was his first video game credit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's never done a video game before this, I believe. And he just rocked it. Absolutely rocked it.
Yeah. Real quick, there's times I wanted to ask, like, what needs lore and what doesn't. Obviously, we're working on a live service video game. For instance, Kat, we were talking about how if you walk up to Arthur as Arthur, there's not like a special line. So can you tell me about that, like, decision-making process?
If you react to every situation, you'll never stop, and then the game will just be 17 gigabytes or 17,000 gigabytes. So at a certain point, you just have to lampshade it and just be like, no, sorry, we're not going to have Arthur react to you wearing Arthur, talking to Arthur.
Yeah.
So at some point, you just have to assume the mechanics of it, and just say, it's a game, sorry. At some point, there is that fourth wall break. But it's that exponential curve. When there's a point of diminishing return, and you just have to sort of decide where that percentage point is from just a mechanical standpoint.
Yeah.
And decide where we can just sort of go, there.
There's also just only so much time.
Yeah.
How fast we're releasing things. You know, a lot of what we do and we don't do is what do we have time for? And, you know, we try to do as much as we possibly can in the time we have and what is the best bang for the buck.
Yeah.
And sometimes those little tiny Easter eggs, it's like, that would be cool, but it's not going to move the needle the way doing something, you know, that's going to be, everybody's going to see.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to do it.
Speaking of time, we do have to wrap very, very soon. Ryan, I know you had something you wanted to say.
Yeah, I really just want to say, I think from the bottom of my heart, and from probably everybody else at DE, I just want to thank all the Tenno here and at home for your support on this game over the last 13 years. We couldn't make this weird and wonderful game and keep on making it weirder and different and better without you guys. As long as you're here, we're here. So please, thank you. Thank you so much.
Heck yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I wonder what might, yeah, you got this, Adrian. What might, well.
Just to close, what do you think Eleanor would say to the Tenno here assembled if she was here in person?
Well, obviously, she's going inside their minds, so let's see what you are all thinking. I can hear one word reverberating through all your minds about where you're going. So maybe you should think about where you've been.
That's our panel. Thank you so much,
tease.
Tenno. We have to wrap. See you at Tenno Live.
What do you mean we only get 1 hour of this? Huh? I vote we rent out the stadium, whatever it is, for Sunday, and we put on a 12-hour-long narrative panel. If we begin saving our coppers now, guys, we might be able to pay for it. That was awesome. Genuinely incredible. I thoroughly enjoyed watching that. That's it. I want more. I want more. What's happening here? No, that was seriously good. Seriously good. And a reminder that this year they'll be joined. It's Renee and Ben Starr, I believe. I'll have to go double check that. You feed me and Adrian enough drinks, would go for a week. You kidding me? Let's do it, guys. Let's ply them with enough alcoholic beverages, and we can get, like, I don't know, like a cardboard box, we'll put it outside the stadium, and we'll just let them have at it and keep on going. What are we saving for? We're saving for a Sunday of just narrative panel, Beth, if possible. Can we make that work? Have we got the budget? No, seriously, it was really good fun. And for those who have missed it, we are joined at the moment in this chat room by the lovely Adrian and Kat. So, sincerely, thank you guys for doing such a phenomenal job. And I know it's a team effort, but you guys are here, so pass it on to the rest of the team. I've thoroughly enjoyed getting to appreciate the hard work that you've both put in, and to dive deeper into the origin system and beyond, and theory craft, of course, the theory crafting. You've given us all of these delectable threads to, you know, grab a hold of and wonder, do these go together here? Do they go together over here? And to try and figure it out. And it's an absolute joy. Absolute joy. It is very much a team effort. We'll happily pass it along. And of course, I'll be passing it along in person if possible. That would be great. Oh, dear. Kim Chat is amazing. The love is felt in the words effortlessly. Couldn't agree more. Best story I've been through in years. The passion being so evident, and, you know, not to bring it up, but when Kat got emotional during the panel talking about people's reception to the Kim system. Like, to know that the appreciation one has for someone's work can make someone feel that way is a real treat, isn't it? Yeah. Beth, I can't wait. I cannot wait to feel what that must be like. Okay, I need to get a shirt printed. #1, Adrian and Kat fan. I need to get that printed in time. I have built a working map for the Requiem mods. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, Vivid Chatter. Sure. Sure. We love TennoCon. We do love TennoCon. Hello there, barbecue chips forever. It's the community that gives me inspiration. The fact that it is bi-directional between DE and us. Well, you know, chatting in this panel about how, due to the fact that the game is able to be updated on a whim, you know, you're not shipping a game that you're not going to really be able to receive a reception for to then make amendments. But you're able to listen to community feedback and think, oh, well, it'll be fun to do this, or it'll be fun to do that, or fun to do this. That's got to be so freeing as a writer to have that accessibility, I suppose, to the game, and to be able to make those changes as and when. Barbecue Chips is my right hand lady. Well, welcome on in, Barbecue Chips. It's lovely to see you. Thank you for lurking. Kaseni, have a lovely rest of your day. I can't lie, I am now craving barbecue crisps, not chips. They're crisps over here. Sorry. We don't really get many flavors, or like many brands that do barbecue crisps. You get Doritos, and they're okay. They're like a solid 7 out of 10. But I need a real good barbecue crisp. Get this man some all-dressed crisps. Just sign me up. I'm in. I'm so in. We don't have barbecue lays, no. Well, in the UK, ready for a bombshell? We don't have lays. They're called Walkers. That's the brand. And they do not do barbecue. We get prawn cocktail flavored lays, but they're prawn cocktail Walkers. But we don't have barbecue. Texas barbecue Pringles is a good shout, Hiss, actually. They are very Moorish, and I always say I'll have half the tube, and then before I know it, I've got my hand at the bottom of the tube, and they're all gone. So, yeah, never mind. Do you get hot Cheetos? I don't think so. We might do nowadays, but I don't think so. Maybe in... Oh, we get Cheez-Its, yeah. Ketchup chips? No ketchup chips. Sensations are very good. That's true. That is true. Yeah, guys, we'll probably wrap up a little early today so I can go and cook dinner for my family as a little Friday treat. Because, yeah, you're British? No. No, I'm not. What would give you that impression? Have you already had a glimpse of Soulframe? No, I'm waiting. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I'm waiting before I dive into Soulframe. At some point, I will play. Yes, just not right now. What are you cooking for dinner? I might do like a I don't know. I might do a pie, maybe. I'll let you know. I'll let you know next week what I end up making, but it might be a pie. Feels like one of those days, you know, it's kind of cold and miserable outside, and a good pie. Steak and ale? Honestly, maybe. It might be steak and ale time. Yeah. Guys, let him cook, literal. Well done. Well done, Will C. I like that. But yeah, guys, what a day. What a day. I really enjoyed watching that narrative panel. And as a quick reminder, if I quickly, hold on, TennoCon.com. And then we go back over here. We are 34 days, 22 hours, 11 minutes, and 47 seconds away from TennoCon. And if you look here, the narrative of Warframe with Kat, Ryan, Ben, and Renee. Adrian, please say you'll be in the building. I need to give you a firm handshake. And if you're not going to be there, I will find you. He won't. No! Adrian, no! No! This is the worst news. I'm unable to make it to TennoCon this year. Ah, Adrian. Next year. It's a promise. You'll be there in spirit. Well, I'll find someone to talk to law stuff. We'll figure it out. I'm sure you already know, but in a few hours there is... Yes, I'll quickly mention that before I go. For those that don't know, it's like you live in the same country. Yeah, true. It's Bortish, thanks. I'll wander around England and I'll find you at some point, Adrian, in a totally non-creepy way. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, guys, I hope you'll have a lovely rest of your day and have a fantastic weekend. For those that will be awake in, is it 5 hours from now? Maybe someone can give me an up-to-date number here. SGF start time. I'm Googling it on my phone. Hold on. 4 hours, 12 minutes, and 51 seconds. If you tune in to SGF on Twitch, I know a bunch of you are watching on YouTube. Sorry, gonna have to come over to Twitch. There is a Twitch drop happening for Summer Games Fest where you can get Dante. Full Dante. Not like a single blueprint. You get the full frame for watching half an hour's worth of Summer Games Fest. And I imagine there might be some presence during SGF for Warframe, whatever that might be. Whether it's going to be a tease for Constellations, that'd be my guess. You know, show off the animation maybe. So yeah. And if anyone is in the Discord and wants to chat in a friendly environment, because I know that trying to chat in like the Summer Games Fest Twitch chat is impossible, we do have a dedicated thread in the Discord where you can come and chat and get excited about all of the announcements and stuff. So check that out. There you go. August has got you covered with the link there. Thank you, August. I appreciate that. Money Wizard Gang. I love Dante. I love Dante. Thank you, everyone. Summer Games Fest is in 4 hours, Ivor Ryan. 4 hours. Yeah. Check it out. Anyway, guys, I am going to leave you there, I think. What's happening in game? I'm being harassed by an army of Roomba. Classic. But yeah. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And I will have to see you next Friday, the final Friday before Constellations is here. So, hope you all have a lovely weekend. Whatever you get up to, happy Pride as well. If I haven't mentioned it enough today, happy Pride, happy Pride, happy Pride. And yeah, have a good weekend, and I will see you next week. It's that soon. It's coming. Yeah, Constellations is real soon, buddy. Real soon. But yeah, much love, everyone. I love and adore you all. I'll see you next week. Fare thee